Cheers, guys. Welcome to the movie factory.
Ooh, so exciting, isn't it?
Trust me. Please, we can kill it.
Ferocious earth. I'm trying to put Tiger Bomb on this jungle nut.
Dead or alive, you are coming with me.
You want to get nuts? Wakanda forever! Yes! Yes! Fuck you too!
You're gonna see some serious shit.
All right, Smoke and Mirrors. This is Rob, Dave, and Triz, and we are back. This is episode 42. Jackie Robinson, 6 Degrees of Separation, straight into Chadwick Boseman. R.I.P. Chadwick Boseman. How you guys doing today?
Very good.
Yeah, good, big dog.
Saturday, getting over the flu, which I've had for about a week now. It's not COVID. Don't get crazy. But yeah, I'm good. I'm actually starting to feel good now. Some big old sleeps there.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you have fever dreams?
No, I don't dream, V.
I
just don't get down like that.
Neither did I. But when I thought I had COVID, I had some of the worst fever dreams ever. Like it was almost like in Pirates of the Caribbean 3 where he's stuck in that desert.
Yeah.
And like he just has no idea how to get out of there. That's how it was.
No. I just don't be dreaming.
I don't have fever dreams, but sometimes I have recurring dreams, and sometimes they'll keep coming back like years later.
I've never had the recurring dream.
I've had the recurring dream. It's the ocean, and then I look around, there's a fucking shark there.
Yeah.
Sharks in the water.
A lot of big pieces of news to get through today.
Yeah.
Some
Big chunks of news as well.
almost shaping the face of cinema.
Fuck out of here.
Trying to pull a Rushmore on us? Fuck it, huh?
Rushmore? What do you
Mount Rushmore? Carve the face into the cliff of the face of cinema.
Will you shut up?
Fincher's on my Rushmore.
Who?
Fincher.
Who else is on your Rushmore? If you had four O's that you got to put
It's
up
got to be
there.
5. For me, it has to be 5.
But isn't the Rushmore 4?
It's only 4 right now. It should be 5.
O's got to boil it down to 4. You got to like Nino
For
Brown
me-
1-0.
For me, my Rushmore is Fincher and Cameron, and Spielberg's there. I don't know what that last O is.
Who's the O that did
It's not Lucas.
who's the O that did Sicario?
Nah.
No?
Cinema hasn't shown me enough.
Villeneuve.
Yeah.
Sicario, the first.
Oh, yeah.
What about Inarritu?
Nah.
No?
He's only got his one for me, really.
But
Just the one.
I haven't watched any of his other stuff anyway.
Yeah, I haven't watched Birdman.
I watched Birdman.
Well,
Birdman's
then you watched
good.
2 then.
Oh, yeah, 2. But that's 2. 2
like-
out of his however, like 6 movies?
can we like open the scope and not just have directors?
No. This is directors.
This is directors.
Rushmore.
All right, because the Rushmore of fucking DPs is always just going to pause. It's just going to be fucking deacons there. And that's it. It's just 4 faces of deacons.
It's just the laughing and then the crying.
I know. It's,
I don't know with my Rushmore. I don't know if it would be Fincher either. I don't even know if it would be Cameron.
Fincher's always there for me.
Taylor Sheridan?
No.
Nah.
No.
Sheridan, Spielberg's definitely there.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. I didn't even really think about this one. I was really through that Rushmore fucking curveball. I don't know.
I got one. Perfect. Goya.
That's it. I don't know if that's worse than even saying you bowl.
McTiernan could go up there, maybe.
Mm.
Nah.
I don't know. For me, I really have to think about this because there's moves that'll be like, nah, kick that motherfucker off. Put this on there. Just like if I made my Rushmore, they'd be chiseling away the faces every month.
Yeah.
Cameron comes out and wants to fire his writing room. Cancel that motherfucker. Just like blow it, demolish that face. Pause. Oh, man. Jumping into streaming news there.
Yes.
So first off the bat, with the Space Jam 2 trailer, or Space Jam A New Legacy, we got confirmation that Zendaya is playing Lola Bunny.
Which is weird. I don't know who played her the first time around.
I don't know. Someone salacious.
One of them tunes. It could have been a guy as well. You don't know. You know how weird it is there.
Joe Manganiello recently took to Twitter as well,
Yeah.
campaigning for a Deathstroke series. So you put up a new picture of him with his curly mohawk.
It's wild, that mohawk.
I don't like that mohawk, eh?
Because it was blue when they were shooting it.
Really?
That's all CG. The color of the hair is all CG. It was blue while they were shooting. I wouldn't be able to take Joe seriously.
Well, why would you have Grandma Blue up in there?
I don't know. Oh, because of the what's his face.
The seed, they're gonna
seed, yeah.
color correct it and shit like that. That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny to me.
It's hilarious to me.
But he said, look, if you want to see a Deathstroke series, like, you got to campaign for that shit.
That's right.
He's trying to get that hashtag trending.
But he did it right because he didn't say, hey, Warner. He said, hey, HBO Max.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
This is some dumb shit. Like, why would you, go to Warner? They don't want none of this.
I would
definitely do the HBO Max.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Because it's going to be a series as well. So,
I would like a series on Deathstroke.
yeah.
That Deathstroke Knights and Dragons, fire.
Was it?
It was.
Does it touch on him accidentally killing his brother?
No. This is his family life. So I think this is after that.
Oh, right,
So it
right,
goes
right,
back to his origins as well. So it'd be perfect for a show.
Yeah.
I'd buy that for $1.
$2. I'll buy it for $2.
I wouldn't pay one camel.
All right, so staying with Warner. So we've got reports coming out saying that they're still very undecided on what they're going to do with Dune. Right? So with if you look at the box office for, say, Godzilla right now, absolutely smashing it. It made nearly $200 million already.
Yeah, worldwide.
Which is crazy. That's what they're umming and ahhing about with the whole Dune thing, because on one hand you've got Denis saying, I want it to come out exclusively theatrical, and then on the other hand you have COVID and it's still sort of fucking them up.
Yeah. So while they're pushing in the States to get almost clear of COVID this year, almost by June, worldwide, it's going to have an impact. So it'd be crazy if they almost did a flip and then released it streaming worldwide and then domestically, theatrically.
Yeah.
But again, even that wouldn't make sense because the rest of the world isn't as bad off as the States.
US. Yeah.
I'm seeing this movie regardless.
I'm going to see this movie at the movies.
Like, I watched the promo. I don't know if it's a new trailer or something, but Oz got real excited. There's a promo on HBO Max, and I watched that. It's like a 3-minute trailer. Man, it looked good. See more of Jason Momoa in there. You see some of Josh Brolin, fighting and shit. Look good. Look real good.
All over the world.
But yeah, I'm watching that at the movies. So.
Yeah, fucking earth. So we have Park Chan-wook to helm the adaptation of The Sympathizer.
Yeah.
What this is about.
So Park Chan-wook, who is the helmer of Old Boy, is going to make this series, and it's about this. It's like I think they're like an ambassador during the Vietnam era, and they're actually in Vietnam, so that's why The Sympathizer,
Right?
because they're going into a communist country, obviously trying to get them to sway over to the Western ways.
Is this going to be an American show, or is this?
Park Chan-wook, I think it's pretty diverse in terms of.
But is this America going into Vietnam before the war? Ooh,
Yeah,
it's kind of dangerous.
yeah. That's why it's a sympathizer.
Yeah.
It's treading that line. Park Chan-wook, though, man. Anyone that does that fucking side-scrolling one-shot from Old Boy
Needs $1 off that. It does. Needs $1 off that. Every time you saw them do it in Daredevil or something like that, Park should have got paid.
This for you, Park.
Oh no,
Right
this
here.
for you. This is 15% off the top.
Big news. Amazon has scored the Tomorrow War.
Yeah.
I do believe we called this. We did say it should just go to streaming. a while back. So this is the Chris Pratt one where he can go back in time and select any warrior to fight this war against the aliens.
right.
So yeah, they bought this shit for $200 million.
Which is crazy, right?
It's big money.
Yeah.
I think it's bigger than Coming to America 2.
Yeah, but not as big as some of the stuff that we've seen recently from Netflix.
Oh fuck, Knives Out.
400 mil.
But that's 2 sequels.
do it.
It's 2 sequels.
Did you see the breakdown of that deal?
I've seen the breakdown. Craig never has to make a movie again.
Craig gets 100 million. Ryan gets 100 million. The writer gets 100 million. And then they split.
The other producing
the
partner.
producer
Yeah.
gets 100 million. And then they split the rest over the fucking 2 films.
The cast and crew is just like, yeah.
Wild, man.
Enjoy yourself. I'm really liking the catalog that Amazon's coming up with. My only fucking issue with Prime Video is they need to fix that HDR, man. It's kind of trash.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't notice.
I don't like the interface.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
But yeah, this would be good, man. I reckon this would be good. And it's coming out soon, so it comes out July 4th, I think.
They have not started their promotional materials at all. I think there's a trailer coming soon.
Yeah. I think with the news coming, the trailer will come soon. I think they're just trying to put the Amazon logo
Branding
on,
on there?
Yeah. Yeah. And now, Jodie Turner-Smith. She's exited The Witcher, man.
I was actually excited
I
about
was
her.
excited for this. This was going to be fucking mad.
Yeah.
But it's not due to like creative differences or
Yeah.
anything like that. Scheduling.
Scheduling, man.
Yeah.
Because they want to shoot somewhere like... You know my feelings about shooting in the UK right now. It's just a no-go for me.
But they also pushed it back
Yeah.
as well.
Maybe it gets delayed again. Maybe they can wait for it. Hopefully they wait for it.
Hopefully they do, man. That'll be crazy. Because no doubt she's been prepping for this shit.
Yeah. This would be fire, though.
Mm-hmm. So with HBO Max, they were talking about 2022. So currently we have our simultaneous release on demand as well as in the cinemas, and they're saying that they won't have any of that in 2022.
Yeah, Jason Kyler was pretty like, he was like, nah, we should be clear of COVID by then. So like that's off the table completely.
Yeah.
And it just made me think like, okay, so all these customers signed up to like get that day and date theatrical streaming. What happens after The Matrix, right? Because The Matrix, I think, is the last movie that they have on their 2021 slate before they move into 2022 because it comes out like Christmas or something like
Until
that.
they move it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's the other thing. What if they delay Dune and The Matrix?
They will.
Just so it falls into 2022
They
and
will.
they can kind of get out of that. So then do they expect like a drop-off, right?
No.
Because then the other thing that Jason Kyler was saying was that they've halved the theatrical window.
That's right.
So instead of it being 100 days, it's going to be 45 days now.
Yeah.
And then it comes straight to the service, straight to the streaming service.
Exactly. So, I mean, like a movie drops, say The Matrix drops, we go watch it, 45 days later, I'm watching it in my home. Which is like, it's just a month and a bit, which is like perfect timing when you think about it.
Yeah.
Because that's when you do, okay, fuck, do you remember when this happened in The Matrix? I want to see that again. And then you can just put it on HBO Max.
Do you think we're going to have moments like that in this Matrix?
No.
I knew you were going to say no.
No, not at all.
I just got big hates for the Matrix.
I do. I don't think they should have, I honestly don't think they should have, like, you know, done the 2 and 3. I think it should have just been the one movie.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
But they both of them.
But
Lana and what's her name? It's Lana and someone else, Wachowski. They lost their way, man. They got lost in the sauce.
so I reckon 4 might add perspective to those sequels as well. I'm not writing 4 off. I'm there. I'm in for the ride.
I've written it off. It's done for me. It's not going to be as good. For me, what's her name?
Lily.
Lily.
It is Lily.
Yeah. Yeah.
Excuse me.
So I think they just got caught up in the sauce, man. I think like there was some studio play behind that as
reckon?
well. I think It just changed too much, man.
To be honest, if you're handing someone $300 million for 2 movies,
Yeah.
you'd want to control it.
That's the wrong way to go though.
Oh,
For me,
100%.
I would have been like, hey, how much you pay? How much did they pay for that? For $90 million.
For the first Matrix? 70 to 90. Yeah.
70 to 90 million. You have, if I gave you 70 million, you have 80 million right now for that next sequel. You go make that next sequel. Okay, that was a hit. I'll give you 90 million on the next one.
Ah, as in the back-to-back?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did the back-to-back with Back to the Future.
Yeah. But that actually worked out because they planned that thing to a T. And because you're dealing with time, you had to have it planned or else everything else is all fucked up.
They just wanted to show the teaser at the end of 2.
Badly.
Come back for 3 there. That's exactly what The Matrix did. Yeah, so I reckon people will unsubscribe. I reckon you'll get a portion of people like not staying on for the HBO Max ride.
Not me.
I like the content on HBO Max. Plenty of good shit on there. Plenty.
HBO Max fucking
Blaney.
popping, son.
And now Sony, who does not have a streaming service at all, right?
Just funny. I find it
Well,
so funny.
Why would you get in the game though? Everyone's getting a streaming service.
Yeah, that's true.
But this is the fucking cheat code.
This
what
is the
they
move. This is the move right here.
did. So instead of like starting at the bottom,
Yeah.
now
Now we're here.
Yeah. What Sony did was cheated. So they've gotten into bed with Netflix and they've set a new licensing deal. Big money for this deal, though. I think it was like $1 billion for this deal.
Yeah.
So previously, it was up at like this deal was with someone else, and they paid like $800 million for this deal. But now Sony's free, clear, and they're free agents again. So they've gotten into bed with Netflix. What this means is that Sony, through their pipeline, especially for 2022, will release their theatrical movies. So Morbius, fucking Spider-Man. Venom, all their big hitters will come out after their theatrical debut, and their theatrical window will come to Netflix. So it's not the same as like the HBO Max day and date with theatrical and streaming. It is like it's after the theatrical window, so they still want to keep that piece of the pie there.
And Sony is rumored to only have a 31-day theatrical window compared to 45.
So what that also means in the reverse, right? Like what does Netflix really get out of it? Netflix can then like bankroll movies.
Yep.
And then Sony will theatrically distribute these movies, which gives them a direct link to guaranteed like more Oscar hits as well, right? Because they might throw in like movies for special effects.
Yep.
Wardrobe, all the technical side, even if they don't get like, you know, the directors and stuff like that. But
Which they tend to get anyway, right? So the last couple of years, it's been Netflix movies that have been winning the awards. Yep.
But it also means that Netflix has access to some of Sony's back catalog of things too. And they can then, you know, sort of action that for... Like put that up for, can we do this? Can we bankroll it? Will you distribute it? Now we're good.
Yeah. So what I brought up with Rob yesterday was like we've got Daniel Craig over at Netflix. We've got Sony there now, and we've got Fincher. So can we get another Girl with the Dragon tattoo movie?
Yeah,
You know what
fucking
I mean?
earth.
Like that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
That's a nice small $80 million movie. With the way Fincher shoots, maybe 70 million.
Yeah, man. Because Finch is there already as well.
Exactly. Like it makes sense. And those R-rated fares over at streaming services work. It doesn't work out in the world because it just doesn't.
I wonder if Netflix produce it, will it then become like day and date theatrical? You know what I mean? Like Netflix drops it and it comes out at the movies.
That'd be cool.
Which it'd be different for them. A lot of people would just go, I'll stick with Netflix, but like,
but then there's a lot of people that'd be like, you know, fuck, I do want to see this movie at the movies. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
It's cool, man. I like it.
Same. And that's it for, sorry, you were going to say.
It's just weird that, you know, you'll have essentially Disney characters over there on Netflix. I don't know how Sony gets around that. If they say, okay, we'll release Marvel stuff over here and then other stuff over here.
Well, Marvel can't, so Disney can't show the Spider-Man movies on Disney Plus.
Which is weird, right? If
Yeah.
they were shopping, they should have gone there first. They have Hulu, which is their adult sort of stuff. So if Sony wants to do their stuff, they can do it there. But it's just funny.
I think because, like, Disney don't want to give any more money to Sony.
Right.
Because, like, remember how negotiations broke down for No Way Home?
Yeah.
So now, like, fuck are they gonna, you know what I mean? They don't want to give them any more, like, leash.
Yeah, it's true.
But I'm excited about this deal, man.
It's a nice deal, man. It's a good deal for Netflix, too.
Yeah.
Not like Netflix needed more money, though.
Nah.
Those fucks.
But this gives them more fingers in more pies, you know what I mean?
It's true.
Like, we're going to get more Netflix content theatrically. This is how I win. And that's it for streaming news.
Starting off with our film news now. All right, so we got news that Alex Garland's new film that he's shooting over there, I think it was Lionsgate.
I don't know.
Maybe that's another one.
Yeah.
But yeah, he started his new horror film, which is cool. It's called Men. And it just started filming. That's all we got.
Yeah.
We don't know what it's about.
There was a
so-
short synopsis.
So it's starring Jessie Buckley, and what she's doing is that she's solo vacationing in a holiday home in England, and it's her ex-husband's home. But that's all we got.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of casting news came
A lot of
through.
casting news.
A lot of casting news. So we got one that I'm actually really excited about. Set up on Netflix is Day Shift. So this is the Jamie Foxx starrer, where he's like he plays this hardworking blue collar dad who's providing like this life, a good life for his daughter.
Yep.
But he fronts as a pool cleaner, but actually he's Abraham Lincoln vampire hunter.
I'm not watching this fucking movie.
But yeah, he is actually hunting and killing vampires.
Yeah, which is cool.
So the casting additions include Dave Franco, Natasha Lou Bordizzo, Oliver Masucci, Steve Howie, and C.S. Lee.
Who is that C.S. Lee?
I don't know.
I've seen that name before.
Wasn't it C.S. Lewis that wrote like
C.S. Lewis that wrote all those adventure books. Trapped in the...
I thought he wrote what was that? C.S. Carroll that wrote Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, it's Carol. C.S. Lewis wrote like the...
Lion, the Witch, and the...
I think so. Anyway. Yeah. We also got A Tourist Guide to Love. So this is the story about this travel executive. She accepts this assignment to go undercover and learn about the tourist industry in Vietnam. And she finds adventure and romance. with her
Explosions.
Expat tour guide. Jesus. Yeah. And then they decide to hijack a tour bus and, yeah, explore life. Right. So Rachel Lee Cook has been being cast in this. Rachel Lee Cook from She's All That.
Trying to use the momentum from that sequel
Fuck out of here with that sequel.
with the remake.
Yeah. This is over there at Netflix as well. And, yeah, this is an original idea from Cook, so it's pretty cool.
Okay. Yeah.
She set it up.
Yeah, nice. We also have The Good Nurse as well. So this is so it's a tale which follows Eddie Redmayne, who plays Charlie Cullen, and he's this famous fucking nurse who was like a prolific serial killer.
Fuck yeah.
And it follows the story of him and how his co-worker fucking got him out. Why did I sound like Conor McGregor for a second?
I know.
Fucking who the fuck is that guy?
Redmayne got the face for a serial killer.
He does.
Yeah.
He does. And he doesn't play enough like sort of bad guys.
Nah.
Yeah.
He's always like the good guy.
Yeah.
Unless it's over the top in fucking Jupiter.
Yeah, that's true.
Was it Jupiter Rising?
Yeah.
Jupiter
Jupiter Ascending.
Jupiter Ascending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with this one, we have Noah Emmerich as well as Kim Dickens joining the cast, and they're attached.
Kim Dickens.
You little Dickens. And we also have Jessica Chastain, Eddie Redmayne, as mentioned before, and Nnamdi Asomugha.
Nice. I'm in for that.
I think I know that story. Man's killed like 60 people, I think.
Is this the one where it was like more senior citizens that he was just like...
Yeah, so he'd be. I think this is the one where he was a serial killer that he worked at the nursing home, and then like you'd come in and see your grandmother one day, and then like he'd suffocate her, and then be like, grandmother died in her sleep. Killed like nearly 60, 70 people. This guy, it's amazing.
That's fucking wild.
It's wild, and you just couldn't get him because it was like, nah, they died in their sleep and they're old. You know what I mean? Nobody was investigating this shit.
That is wild. So we're going to get Catherine called Birdie. And this one's about, it's based on Karen Cushman's novel. And it's basically Brave, right? From Disney. Instead, like, it follows like the adventures of a teenage girl in medieval England as she dodges and weaves like her father's plans to like marry her off.
What's his face? You guys ever watch that Brave movie?
I caught bits and pieces of it.
Supposedly it's fire.
Brave is fucking good. And that animation is fucking nice.
Yeah.
The only thing is, like, people weren't ready for that shit because it's all Scottish. It's got Scottish accents, everything. Celtic, like not rituals, but like their Celtic traditions and stuff.
Yeah.
All in there. It's fucking cool, man. I like
Color
it.
palette for that movie is very drab compared to usual fare as well when it comes to animation.
Yeah, but then they got that Will-o'-the-Wisps that just light everything up.
Yeah.
So in this Catherine called Birdie, Joe Alwyn and Dean Charles Chapman have joined the cast. So it's Andrew Scott and Bella Ramsey.
Okay. How's Bella Ramsey going to shoot this and The Last of Us at the same time?
You know which one she's going to choose if it comes to, like, push and shove.
She better.
See, just there in the chair with the gun, make a choice, Ramsey.
Dr. Ockman's got the gun too. So we got Ashley Judd.
Coming back, Ashley
Coming
Judd.
back, man. Yeah. In this movie called FBF. So it's a young adult drama. It takes place entirely on smartphones and computer screens. So it's like
Searching.
Yeah. With the Searching, there's that other movie. The horror one that Blumhouse did.
VHS?
No. You know which one I'm talking about.
Friends.
Yeah. Unfriended? Unfriended, yeah. It's sort of like that.
The dark web.
Oh, God. So this follows a teenager called Annie, who's played by Cree Cicchino, who accidentally takes her mom's laptop instead of her own. The mom is Ashley Judd. To visit her dad in Jersey. She realizes the laptop is everything. She needs to pose as her mom for the day and repair her parents' marriage. So this is almost like Parent Trap.
I was just about to say.
All that other nonsense. Yeah. That's what this is about. I was kind of hoping that, it was something darker.
Oh, no way. She could completely fuck her mom's life up.
Badly.
If she went for a loan or something like that.
Badly.
And then just transferred the funds into her account. And then just started buying kilos.
I know.
Jesus.
Getting them 10 a key. Save 10 for me.
Bricks. So we also have some more casting for Killers of the Flower Moon. So this is Martin Scorsese's Apple Plus fare. So we have William Bello from the Twilight Saga. Louis Calshelmy.
I always read that as cancel me.
And he's going to Joe Dirt it up. Don't church it up. I know your name's Dirt Boy. And we also have Jason Isbell and Sturgill Simpson.
From The Hunt.
Yeah.
Quite timely.
Who is Sturgill Simpson?
I don't know.
It's not that O from This Is Us. That's not his name. No.
No.
And then we have Edgar Ramirez. He's joining the Borderlands film that's shooting. And Olivier Richters, who's been cast as Crom. So our resident Borderland expert is going to tell us who Crom is.
Crom.
Fuck, I'm trying to remember who Crom is now. I think this was Borderlands 3 area, but I think Crom was the leader of the psychos, and he's just the craziest motherfucker on the planet.
Very good.
Like, picture crazy, and then just take it to like 1001.
So that guy, Olivia Richter's, right? He's a brick shithouse.
He's tank.
But Richter, I thought it was the Ozzio.
Yeah.
I had a baby brother from from Fury Road.
Yeah.
Because his name is Richter in Fury Road.
It is.
So it was just like big, like, Inception. Continuing on, so exciting. Phoebe Waller-Bridge is joining the cast of Indy 5.
Oh.
Don't know who she's playing. Apparently she's the female lead in the movie.
Bad guy?
I don't know. I hope not. At the same time, you haven't really seen Phoebe Waller-Bridge as a bad guy either.
That's what I'm saying.
In Fleabag, she's fucking hilarious.
Is she?
She's so good in there, man.
I got to check that out, man.
Yeah.
And John Williams is returning to score this motherfucker.
Gotta have a Williams.
Have to. It wouldn't be Indy unless he did. Like, you know when like Michael Giacchino comes in and he kind of does his thing with like the Jurassic Park theme? Still good, but you know it's like, it's fake. It's fake Williams.
John Williams did the score for Jaws 2.
What?
Wow.
It's the besides Scheider, one of the few returning cast members was John motherfucking Williams. He did that shit.
What if
and it's fire.
Yeah, of course.
It's
John
fire.
Williams. It's John Williams.
For him to improve on his Jaws, what's his face? Fire.
That Jaws theme, though, making her like want to go all the time.
Sadly. We also have Helen Mirren. So Helen Mirren, which is, this was kind of weird for me, but she's been cast to play Golda Meir, right? So Golda Meir was Israel's first female prime minister.
First and only.
Wow.
Yeah.
They never ever had another one.
No.
That's wild.
The only female prime minister in 86.
Yeah.
It was a while back. They did it before everybody else.
Right.
Actually, maybe Thatcher. Thatcher was up in there.
Yeah,
too.
Margaret Thatcher, maybe Indonesia as well.
Yeah.
But, sorry, no. I was thinking something else.
Yeah, this is weird to me, man, because, like, you know, why would you get a Brit to play an Israeli?
Yeah. And then on the other hand, in because you know there's always two,
Yeah.
the master and the apprentice.
That's right.
What's his face? They're doing a show, and
Yeah.
they've got an Israeli woman playing Golda Meir.
Isn't the lady who plays Madani in the Punisher series Israeli? No, she's
No.
Palestinian.
Yeah. That's a whole other fight, B.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this is weird for me. Yeah. Like, I would have just cast an Israeli.
Yeah.
See, this would have been fucking crazy though, because this was during that 6-day war in '67 as well.
Yeah.
Gal Gadot is Israeli.
She might not be at the age.
They got makeup. Get the right people for the fucking role, B.
Let's be honest. Helen Mirren can act Gal Gadot or Gal Gadot under the fucking table.
Yeah, she can, but at the same time, she's not Israeli.
You cannot act me, boy.
I'd be willing to see a Helen Mirren movie about an Israeli prime minister, correct age, with makeup, more than fucking Gal Gadot. Unless they had an Israeli woman that was the right age, like they do in the
Which
show.
they probably do.
Like they do in the show.
All the people that they would have had people trying out for the roles. Get the person who came second to play.
Unless it's just star power. They just want star power and more eyes on it.
I don't know. For me, we're going through this period of time where we're meant to be, I guess, picking the right people for the roles. And this is giving me those vibes of fucking... Remember Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time? When they had that dude who was acrobatic, he was a prince, and he was from Persia, and they still get Jake Gyllenhaal for that shit?
Yeah. Again.
So this feels
They
like...
wanted the money.
This still feels like a fucking smack to the face.
Still feels like the whitewash, which is what I just don't like the whitewash bit.
I'm surprised people aren't more upset about it. Me personally, I love Helen Mirren. I'm not going to get upset about it.
Yeah. So unless she's like, she was half British or something, maybe. I don't know. I don't know about this person. Maybe that's how they get around it, but it still feels kind of weird.
If they haul Helen Mirren in there and they got to put a dark haired wig on her and brown eyes, like when she's blonde hair, blue eyes,
And brown up her skin too?
yeah,
Kind of weird.
Then it's wild. If they do that, it's wild. I've never seen a picture of Golda Meir. I cannot confirm.
Can I confirm or deny?
But moving ahead into something that's kind of weird as well.
Something that people have been talking about for the past.
People have been shipping Chris Hemsworth and Russell Crowe together for a while now, and Elsa Pataki has finally broken through. So, yeah. I mean, it's wild.
Yeah.
Wow. So, Chris Hemsworth could be in the Gladiator sequel, which I don't think Gladiator even needs a sequel. It doesn't demand a sequel. It's an open and shut case. The movie is finished. The story is finished.
It ends perfectly.
Yes. I think any sequel would cheapen the original,
Big time.
especially if they're like
This is
Gladiator
Jaws.
2.
This is Jaws 2. You know what I mean? We didn't need it. That shark is never, ever... Another shark is never... A big, giant shark is never, ever going to come to fucking Amity again.
The child is also... The child of that shark that keeps getting blown up is never coming back to hunt those members of that family
No,
down
they're
either.
It's wild. But for me, like, it's just weird that we're saying, like, oh, okay, it's going to be Maximus's son. And, I mean, that would mean that, when he was with what's-her-face, Vasila,
Yeah.
like, he...
Connie Nielsen's character.
Yeah, he impregnated her. And then you'd have that dynamic between the son, her original son, and Maximus. And that's how you'd get like the what's his face, the what's it called? The infighting, you know what I mean? Between the two men. It'd be just like what's his face? Joaquin and Maximus's characters.
You know what would be good?
They're remaking this movie, that's all they're doing.
What would be good is if they, like she said, you were like Maximus was your father, but then it ends up being Commodus's kid.
That would be wild.
Dun, dun. Yes.
Yes.
Not to go back a step.
2 Game of Thrones.
Natalie Portman.
Exactly. She's Israeli.
Doesn't look as old as that though. Natalie
Wake up.
Portman looked too good for that.
Makeup.
Gary Oldman didn't look like fucking thingy.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
I'm putting Helen Mirren up for this one. She getting my endorsement right there.
Helen Mirren back in the day could get this endorsement.
I ain't buying this Gladiator sequel though.
Nah, man.
Nick Cave been trying for years.
I know.
Yeah.
And it was going to be set in, like, the spectral world.
Yeah.
And then it was going to be Maximus's journey through that world to get to heaven. And it's just too much.
Fucking
man.
turned it into God of War and shit.
Badly, man.
Yeah.
Chris Hemsworth should just be Kratos.
Badly.
He'd look funny with blonde, with no hair, though.
Yeah.
Can you imagine
the
just
only thing.
fucking Cory Barlow coming through and being the Dr. Uckman for a God of War fucking
I thought you were going to say he was going to play Kratos.
Still has the fucking hair.
I would like Momoa.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
Kratos is dark like that as well.
Yeah. Spartan.
Yeah.
Spartan. And Momoa got the voice.
Old Momoa.
Hemsworth doesn't really have that sort of voice.
He doesn't. And I don't ever want to see fucking people talking about Diesel being the fucking what's-his-face. I die every time I see that.
Diesel's too short.
And I'm like,
I
what
would
is going on?
I would rather The Rock over Diesel.
You know, Diesel be wearing them lifts in his shoes
That's bad, man.
because he says like, no, I'm 6'1". Mans is only like 5'9". Diesel is a tiny motherfucker, man.
That's tough. That is tough. That's why he runs so funny.
Yeah, 'cause his legs is too short.
Mark Romanek, after a decade of staying away.
It's weird, huh?
What was his last movie? Never Let Me Go?
I don't know, actually. Might be, yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. He also directed 1 Hour Photo. He also directed videos, music videos for Madonna, Lenny Kravitz, Jay-Z, Justin Timberlake. That's what he's been doing in the 10 years, making music
Just
videos.
chilling. You just do it backwards. I'll make movies now and then I'll go do fucking righto.
Romanek gotta eat, baby.
Yeah.
He's directing this new movie called Motherland.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's this movie about this family that's just been haunted for years and years and years until one of the kids just ups and goes, is it really us getting haunted?
Yeah.
Like, is there really a specter in this house?
Yeah.
Or are we just like creating things? Be a cool character study, actually.
Yeah, it would.
I like that.
Invisible boogeyman always get me.
Yeah. No, it always is. Because when you're scared,
Yeah.
like you always like, you hear a fucking like the house settling and they're like, nah, I got a poltergeist my
Yeah,
shit.
you just manifest everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big time. Yeah, I'm excited for this, man. Could be good. Could be good.
Yeah, I'll be in for that. So we also have Legendary. They're gearing up for an Ancient Aliens film adaptation. So no synopsis has been given at this time, but what they're saying it's going to be fucking globe-spanning adventure featuring ancient lands and artifacts. So it sounds like fucking Tomb Raider or Indiana Jones or some shit.
But not just any Indiana Jones. Kingdom of the Crystal Skull Indiana
Yeah.
Jones.
I'm not watching this fucking movie.
And it's also like, if Nick Cage was Indiana Jones as well. Like, this is National Treasure.
Yeah.
This is all this is.
Yeah, so it's trying to prove that aliens actually exist in the universe.
By using the signs and all that other nonsense. Look to the stars, boy.
Very good.
Yeah.
Also an indie reference. Dear.
All right, so we got Black Adam. So The Rock took to IG just to show everybody how much bigger he is than any other human on the fucking planet.
Fucking hell.
It was
Jesus.
it was one particular part of his body he was showing off.
The legs?
His legs. You've never seen Rock in that form before
Oh,
in
no.
short shorts.
I don't want to see that ever again.
That was wearing bike shorts, son.
Badly.
He was wearing like
That was
UFC trunks.
They was regular shorts, but The Rock is just too tall, my guy, and too big.
The striations in those
man.
quadriceps, they was rippling.
Those rippling back muscles. But yeah, he took to IG, posted a thirst trap, and just basically said Black Adam does start shooting this week. Fuck, he looks big, man.
Does look big.
There is no way that Cavill's Superman could go up against The Rock.
Oh, with legs like that.
He
The
was
foundation on that?
the Rock is as tall as Affleck, right? And Cavill's already looking up at Affleck because Cavill's not that tall. The Rock is twice as wide as Affleck. It'd just be huge, unreal, man.
I wouldn't be too worried about Cavill fighting him. Zachary Levi. That
Yeah,
was
yeah,
already wearing padding in the suits. He better
Yeah.
up his game. After seeing that photo, Levi would have had to go down to the doctors and get a shot of roids.
What do you mean? He's probably already on the roids. He has to be.
After that first Shazam, he wasn't that big. He put on
When
some
I
size.
saw him recently, he needs to go for that second cycle. He needs to do it now.
8
Because
Dynabol a day, my friend.
Arnie was only on 3, so
Arnie wasn't starting from less than 0.
yeah.
We're going to get the reports. Zachary Levi is going to be hanging out with Chris Hemsworth while he's doing his Hulk Hogan shit. And Zachary Levi is just going to explode one day.
He did just explain. Mans was so much skinnier than that before.
Yeah.
But he was training for a while.
Yeah.
You heard reports, I'm training, I'm doing
Yeah.
this, I'm doing that, little sweaty videos in the gym, pause. And then just all of a sudden, he came out and he just had chest.
what do you call it? He was talking about how his metabolism was so quick as well, and how he had to like eat so much and train so much during the day as well.
That's what steroids do to you. Like that's all it really is.
Let me see the balls on Levi.
Nah,
I want to see the balls.
The chiclet's got to stay in the pouch.
I want to see the raisins on it.
If he's taking his estrogen, he should be all right. He'll balance his shit out.
If you see that with puffy nipples, you know straight away.
Yeah.
Look like you could milk that out. Just go straight up and drink on it.
Sometimes the Rock be having that
Pause.
shit. We got Paul Dano. So Paul Dano has been cast as Steven Spielberg's dad in that sort of semi-biopic. Did you guys watch the
doco?
The doco?
No, did you?
No.
I watched the doco.
Good?
Ages ago, though. When it came out, I watched the doco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there was a big part of that doco, like, just for his dad.
Okay.
So you know what his dad did? He was like an electrical engineer that created some of the basis for the technology that we see today, the modern technology that we see today. That camera that Spielberg shot his first 8mm film on was his dad's.
Jesus.
So you
Okay.
like you can like his dad was a smart guy.
So you're saying like Spielberg's the Tony Stark of the film industry, or at least his dad was the Howard Stark.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, man.
That is pretty cool. I'm excited about this, man. Dano, like, he kills it.
Dano don't get his flowers, though.
Nah.
Yeah,
But
that-
that's because, like, he'll play weird characters, and people remember him for his weird characters more than anything else.
Yeah.
They don't remember him, like, you know.
Playing
for-
that over from the Beach Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll remember him for the guy that was locked in the shower in Prisoners.
Or,
Yeah, but that was kind of fucked up, though.
That was fucked
Yeah.
up, but he played a weird character, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
or his character in Looper.
And it doesn't help that he's
Yeah.
like, he's now going to be he's going to be the Riddler. You know what I mean? Like, he typecasts himself.
That's true.
It's funny, you don't hear a peep from Paul Dano, though. Like, he seems to be happy doing what he does. I think he
Yes.
understands his craft.
He stays busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how you get it. Like, as soon as, like, these celebrities have, like, I'm taking 5 years off. Nah, that's a coke addiction.
Yeah.
And you're working through some weird shit. You know what I mean? Come back talking about cannibals and, like, fucking, I got a basement and all that shit.
You know these motherfuckers is pulling out Nicholson shit in The Departed.
I'm excited about this casting, man. I'm excited about this movie as well.
Yeah.
Well, Spielberg's been away now for quite a while.
He has been. When was the last movie he
funny.
directed?
Fuck, I can't remember.
The last Spielberg movie.
It's not Warhorse.
Nah. He did something after that.
Yeah.
Not Tintin.
No.
Fuck. I can't even remember.
Yeah.
Talk amongst yourselves, I'll find.
But yeah, it should be good, man.
Yeah, I'm liking this. I'm liking it. I'm liking that Spielberg's also included as well.
It's one of his first, I think he's only written 2 movies.
One.
Is there only this one?
And AI.
And AI.
He co-wrote after the fact. You think he just slapped his name on there?
Yes. Yeah, arguably the greatest director in the world, and writer, by the way, in the world, who wrote a movie for you. As if you're going to change that. I
Yeah.
wouldn't change that.
But he did come to that script years later, though.
Yeah, because he only gave him that script after, like, he gave it to him, pause, and then later on, after Stanley died, is when he started working on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think that Spielberg could make that movie with Stanley Kubrick alive? No fucking way.
Yeah, Kubrick would have had his ass.
Yeah, he would have been
every
on him,
time.
Been
Fuck
on
you
him
changing
all
this
day.
for?
Why would you change that? You change that. You change this. You change this. You have to change everything back there. You know,
Why do I even write this fucking thing?
that's what it would have been.
Ready Player One.
Boom.
But that was years ago.
But then he makes the
2018.
then he makes the personal movie. Then he comes back with Ready Player 2.
True.
The book just came out, I think.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
I feel know they would have optioned that bitch.
Badly. Spielberg's already got the rights in the tuck.
It's always the Tom coming out the door.
It's always that or that fucking guy. It's the other Zack.
So last week we seen the trailer for Spiral.
Yes.
Second trailer, which looks good.
Very good.
So Lionsgate, in the tuck quietly, well, I don't even know if it's quiet, but they're actively developing Saw 10.
So supposedly since Saw 9, they've been trying to develop this fucking movie.
So this is if Spiral does well, they drop in this straight away.
How?
How? Because if they do the writing and kind of like set everything up, like pre-production, and then straight away, like Spiral comes out, $20 million opening, I paid $10 million for it, now I'm into casting. And then by the time Spiral finishes its theatrical showing, comes out home video, boom, the news comes out about production starting or they finished production or something.
I'm
Found a
thinking,
director.
I understand all that, but I'm thinking more like, are we going to stick? We've got a copycat in this one, in Spiral, and then we've got maybe Jigsaw again in this one. Like, how does it mesh together? How do we bring both worlds together? Because people are going to, after Spiral, they're going to want to see those characters again if they don't, buy the farm.
I think that's the 10.
All right.
But they might even bring everyone back from the first 9.
Yeah.
Or the first 8 before this one.
Think about it. 10. What's the Roman numeral for 10? It's the X. What's the X? It's a crossover. This is what's fucking happening.
Saw X Jason. You heard it here first, people.
Think about it. The spiraling Saw. It's happening. Hate myself for that. So
I saw a trailer the other day for the 4K Blu-ray that's coming out
Of
Saw.
Did you get?
Unrated?
Did you get like? I need to get it.
No, not at all. I don't feel like that about Saw.
Me
It was
neither.
Never like one of my movies that I needed to own.
yeah.
I could watch that. I watched that real dog shit anyway. Like it was a dirty cam that I watched of the first, like the very first time I watched. So it was an Aussie movie that came out like 6 months later over here, which was
weird,
fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Juan should have pushed for that shit.
Badly.
It's funny seeing Lei Whannell in there as well, eh?
Yeah.
Fucking how young he looks compared to now. Oh, he's a little bit weathered now, but he still looks the same.
The better director in my book.
What I was going to say was fucking, they should have never made 8 other Saw movies after this one. They should have made this, and then if they were going to make a sequel, keep it intimate like they did the first one, instead of trying to like, Final Destination it.
You can't. You have to Final Destination it. I saw, like, for some reason that the fucking doctor from the first Saw is in the other sequels, and I'm like Carrie Elways. Yeah.
Is it Elways?
Yeah, that's how supposedly you say it.
Really?
That's how he says it.
I've been fucking up his name for years.
He's in the other ones.
Always. Yeah. Yeah, he's back in there, and he's helping Jigsaw, and even after Jigsaw had pictures of his fucking kids and wife like tied up and shit. Like, I don't get this shit, man.
Yeah. I don't know.
I haven't even watched after Saw 2. Like, I
Same.
saw there was Saw 2 coming out, and I was like, I don't need to see that shit.
Same. I watched Saw 2 like 4 years later.
I haven't even watched Saw 2. I've only seen the first Saw.
I've seen 1, 2, and 3. 3, like, there's a bit where a dude's caught up in this thing, and it's just scarred me for life. Like, it's just individual turning pieces on each of his limbs, and they twist slowly. Sometimes I'll be laying in bed, and I'll think about it, and I'm like,
Fuck that.
fuck this.
Yeah. I just don't. I don't have the interest for like Saw. Like I can see why people would like it and love it, because there's always like I wonder how he's going to kill him now. You know what I mean? And that's the escalation that this series has kind of gone to.
The torture porn for me was never it.
Yeah, no.
The story of Saw was actually really, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The original.
The original, yeah.
I liked the first Hostel as well. That was all right.
I haven't even watched the second Hostel.
Me neither.
Me
Or the
neither.
third.
But yeah. I don't know. It's just not in my radar for things.
Yeah. Same. Even though Spiral looks good, I'm going to
Yeah.
show up for
I'm
Spiral.
going to show off the Spiral.
Definitely.
I'll be there.
But We also have some delays from old mate Paramount there as well.
Old mate.
It's delays. Some of them are being brought forward as well. For example, with Snake Eyes, it was originally scheduled for October this year. And now it's coming through July 23rd of the same year.
Yeah. Wide release too.
Very good.
Yeah. Jackass.
Henry Golding getting his flowers.
That's his fucking name. I keep thinking Roger Daughtry in my head.
It's the lead singer for The Who.
That is correct.
Henry Golding, that's the one. Jackass as well. So that's actually moving into the Snake Eyes position of October 22, coming from a September 3rd release. Same year of 2021.
Pause on Snake Eyes position.
Snake Eyes' position in the Jackass is wild.
It's always fucking in the end or whatever it is, fucking Franco and all that. When McBride clicks his fingers. See? Slide right in there. So Top Gun Maverick is moving from a July 2nd release to a November 19th of 2021 as well. Mission Impossible 7, motherfuckers, going from a November 19th release of this year to May 27th of next year.
Damn.
It's the worst fucking news ever.
I know. If they don't give me that fucking Top Gun Maverick, fucking killing someone.
Yeah, man.
They've delayed it it's 6 delays now.
Yeah.
6 delays.
It's going to come out in 2022. Believe me.
Fucking
Push
big
it back until the end of next year again.
They
But then they can't because then they got to fight Avatar. And nobody wants to fight Avatar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially if it's like Christmas time.
Yeah.
We also have that Untitled Bee Gees movie that's coming out. That was finally announced for a November 4th release of 2022.
That's what the movie's going to be called.
Got to put a dash in there as well.
Yeah.
But Dungeons and Dragons, so that was scheduled for May 27th of next year. And now it's going to March 3rd of 2023.
Probably the biggest delay, like lengthwise, out of all of the movies on their schedule.
Huge, man.
It's a
Yeah.
big delay.
I don't even know they started shooting this fucker anyway.
Did they start shooting?
I don't think so. With that sort of release date, you need at least, this is a special effects heavy fucking movie. You need at least a year to get all that shit done.
Yeah.
You know what they should have done? They should have just been like, fuck it. We're not going to make an actual movie that's in the Dungeons and Dragons universe. We're just going to do a doco based on all the celebrities who play D&D.
That's what they should have done.
Fucking earth.
Do that shit in 6 months if we wanted to.
They should do that, put it on Paramount Plus as part of their content for it.
Yeah, that'd be fucking mad. You know we're listening, Paramount. Fucking give us the check. We also have that Untitled Star Trek film. That's been announced for June 9th of fucking
This is
2023.
never coming out.
Nah, never.
Star Trek 4 is never dropping.
Oh, hell no. And now we have Mission Impossible fucking 8. And it was originally for November 4th of next year. And now it's going to July 7th of 2023.
You see how they strategically got you, though? 7 is going to end on a cliffhanger, a massive cliffhanger.
Yep.
So they open 8 in the middle of summer.
Yeah.
So now you get the widest possible reach in the busiest cinema, like movie time. So people will definitely line up around the block for this shit.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Literally a fucking cliffhanger. You see that motherfucker drive off the cliff.
Will he survive or won't he? Find out next year in Din Din. Mission Impossible.
They better have a trailer at the end. They have to have a trailer at the end.
Badly. They will.
That'd be cool.
Actually, because of the because he's got to stop now, and because Cruise has got to stop now and do promotional rounds for Top Gun Maverick, that's another reason for the delay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking. Oh, you motherfucker. The Shrinking a Tree Horn. So that's coming out 2023 on November 10th. And then we also have that Ryan Reynolds and John Krasinski film, been untitled, and that's announced for a November 17th of 2023 release. These are all wide releases as well.
John Krasinski should have just been Snake.
Yes.
Ooh.
John Krasinski versus Chris Hemsworth.
I'd do that.
Yeah. You know Jordan fucking Roberts is listening. But Oscar Isaac do be looking good, though.
In Moon Knight?
Yeah, Moon Knight, yeah.
Fucking hell.
Man's is a bit too short, though,
Yeah.
Yeah.
to play Snake.
He looks like you could swaddle him and cuddle him.
It's big fucking sobs in your neck.
We're going to do this. And that's it for film news this week. Let's break down these trailers. Last Saturday, we got a look at Space Jam, A New Legacy. So we see LeBron and his son fighting, much like Jordan had an altercation with his kids in the first Space Jam. Kind of. And then they go to sleep anyways.
Yeah, it's true, yeah.
But yeah, they're fighting through this building, and then his kid goes to this other dimension called the Serververse, where we meet Don Cheadle, and he's like the king or the leader of the Serververse, and says the only way you're getting your son back is if you play this game of basketball with me.
Yeah.
So the fate of LeBron's child will be decided in a game of basketball. So LeBron then tries to assemble his dream team, which includes Superman, Iron Giant, Gandalf.
Yeah.
A lot of white characters in there, to be honest. Why the fuck wouldn't you just get like all the like basketball greats and shit like that? Kobe?
I would get Kobe. I would get fucking MJ. I would get fucking, what's his face? Magic. I'd get fucking
Reggie Miller?
Reggie Miller. I'd get, even though Reggie Miller was in the first Space Jam, I'd get, what's his face? What's his name? And I fit the criteria, but I didn't get picked for the team. Isaiah Thomas. Muggsy Bogues was in the first one. There's so many great players I could get.
What about that Isaiah Ryder? Remember back in the day in the Timberwolves?
Isaiah Thomas.
Isaiah Thomas was the Pistons.
Isaiah Ryder.
Isaiah Ryder. That did the under the leg dunk.
Under the leg dunk?
He was a
Amazing.
fucking beast, that guy.
Amazing.
Looked like that O for New York Undercover.
Yeah, he did. He did have like a Malik Yoba about him.
He did.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so in the trailer, we get to see like the Iron Giant. It kind of felt like Ready Player One to me.
Yeah.
Where it kind of drew on all of Warner's sort of like back catalog. It had King Kong again, much like Ready Player One.
Yeah.
Had the dragon from Game of Thrones. Mm-hmm. You see, as LeBron's dropping down into the Looney Tunes world,
Yeah.
Game of Thrones world,
Yeah.
and then like the dragons and Westeros and all that shit there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, man, like I like the first Space Jam. I've seen that shit at the movies.
Yeah. I'd like to watch it with B.
I think Brody would like it. He hasn't watched the trailer, so I don't even know what his reaction was like.
It's literally just go, what the heck? That's B. You know what's crazy about this though?
What?
So they cut out Pepe Le Pew, yeah? Because he was a rapist.
Yeah.
You know who's in this trailer?
Who?
The Droogs from fucking The Clockwork Orange.
Wow.
Big wow.
Wow.
Big fucking wow. Which all they did was,
I didn't even see that shit.
yeah, they're in there. All they wanted to do was, you know, have a little bit of hyperviolence and pillage and rape and yeah.
Wow. I didn't even know the Moses was in here. That's wild.
Yeah.
That is wild. So is Game of Thrones.
Mm.
And that burnt his daughter.
Yes, he did. Fucker. But yeah,
A lot of hypocrisy going on
quite a bit.
over
Quite
at WB
bit.
especially.
Yeah.
Yes. Moving on to Black Widow there.
I didn't watch this trailer. I've seen the other trailers. I don't want to see anything else.
This
to be
didn't
honest.
add like anything new in terms of story or anything like that, but action and tone, like it looked mad. It looks really good. It's worth to me. It looks like it's worth watching.
I'm buying this as soon as it comes out. Take my $35. Like I don't fucking care, man.
But yeah, I'm enjoying it. See a bit more of Taskmaster, but that's really it. Everything else you kind of seen, but it's just bits with Taskmaster and Ray Winstone. You actually get to see him in the trailer.
Yeah.
Actually, I was like, Taskmaster, that's that guy that what's his face played. That his name was Romlo, and I was like, that's not Taskmaster. Crossbones. And I'm like, I want that guy in this movie.
Oh, yeah, that'd be mad.
Taskmaster is meant to be a bad motherfucker, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like Echo.
Yeah.
Remember we were
Yeah.
talking about Echo?
Yeah.
This guy, like, he copies,
Yeah.
like, he sees everything, copies it, and then does that Tony Stark shit.
That's-
Civil War.
That's why I'm curious. Remember the first trailer where you see him throw the shield and catch it?
Yeah.
I wonder if he'll have some kind of connection to Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Does this come out after that finishes?
Yes. Comes out, I think, the same day as Loki drops.
Very good.
Or the week in between.
Okay.
So you get Falcon and the Winter Soldier the next week, maybe this, and then the week after that, Loki.
Bye.
Marvel Fridays.
So we also had Things Heard and Seen. I actually didn't watch this trailer, though.
Me neither.
I didn't watch majority of these trailers.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Check that trailer out.
Yeah.
Moving on, we got Percy versus Goliath. So this is Christopher Walken. He's like this farm owner,
Yeah.
and he saves all of his seeds. That's
Right.
what he does. And then this big corporation who wants to buy his land from him comes up and says like these seeds were contaminated. And then basically they're trying to strong arm him into selling his property, but he doesn't take that shit.
Yeah.
And he takes it to court.
Yeah, Montesanto is the name. It's a real company. They're real dirty fuckers.
So he's trying to fight for basically like his land and his reputation. You know what I mean?
So they were claiming that the seeds that he used to grow were their seeds. So any money that he would have gotten from that crop would automatically have to go back to them, which is fucking dirty.
Yeah. So if this guy won, Percy, if he wins that case,
Yeah.
it means that every other seed saver out there
Yeah.
is basically like they're safe.
Yeah.
Like it means a lot to them because no other corporation can come up and like fuck with them.
Yeah.
Looks
Yeah,
good.
looks good, man. It looks good. Walken looks a little bit younger in this. I don't know if
Yeah.
he got a little work done, or maybe he's just been cast really old and they've been putting makeup on him.
They make him look real pale.
Yeah, yeah.
You never see like the tan True Romance walking in.
No. I need that. That's the Walken, and like the King of New York Walken, where he comes out of jail and he just starts dancing. We got a trailer for Together, and this is about what's his name from The Hangover?
Zach.
No, the other one.
Jason Sudeikis?
No.
Nah, yeah, I know the
Helm. Ed Helm. Ed Helm, right? So Ed Helm, he's a single. He's single and he wants to have a baby, so he goes and he finds a surrogate mother, and it's just their relationship and how it sort of blooms, even though they're together but not together. So she's gonna have his baby, and yeah,
look good.
does look good. Looks all right.
Helm's deep in this one.
Jesus.
We got another trailer for Loki.
Fire.
This looked fucking crazy. So we get a bit more Owen Wilson in this trailer as well. Their relationship, Loki trying to be like one of their time enforcement agents, and we see a bit more of the action as well. Like there's one like universe because you see him like explain what he wants him to do. So like their timeline was straight, but now because of Loki, he's fucked it up.
He's fucked up
So
the
it's
timelines.
splintered
Yeah.
like a tree. And then he's got to go through and try to fix every one of those fucked up altered universes. So you see one where Loki's like president.
Just so cool.
I'm excited for this, man. Hiddleston looks like he's having a lot of fun. The way that they shot it, though, Hiddleston looks really heroic as Loki, too. The knives come out.
What's his face? It looks hilarious though. Wilson?
Yeah,
Oh,
it does
man.
look good. We get to see Gugu Mbatha Raw as well.
Yep.
In this trailer. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Looks very good.
June 9th, I want to say. But I don't think it is. July.
July 9th?
maybe. No,
Can't
June.
be.
June.
June, yeah. It is June.
June 9th.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for it, man. We also got a little teaser for the Child's Play series that Don Mancini's doing. And basically, like, it's the production of Chucky, which I think they used for one of their trailers as well. Much like Terminator 2 did.
Also, the opening for Child's Play 3.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, he just says, I always come back. But it's very clearly Brad Dourif,
Fire.
which I love. He's the best Chucky voice ever.
He's the only Chucky voice, in my opinion.
Yeah. Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill, I know it's weird, but he just didn't fit Chucky.
No. Brad Dourif needs to be Chucky.
Always.
Always. We got that Cruella trailer 2.
Which didn't really show anything else.
They really, really came out and said, nah, we're not making the Joker, and then give us a trailer that they're making the fucking Joker. I don't get it, man.
It's the exact same like print as the Joker as well.
Badly.
Even the title splashes.
Yeah.
Like she is the devil or whatever the fuck like tag that they're using looks exactly like Joker.
They just need to have that moment when she's with the fucking psychologist.
I know.
Is it just me?
Either that or just you wouldn't get it. Like, this is just Joker, man. Joker at Disney.
They do have a shot like that where like the chick's like, it seems like there's more to come, and then she like looks at the camera and then just does the Hannibal smile.
I know. I don't like this, man. I don't like this at all. This is not something I'll be buying on Premiere.
You know what's weird is that they've got like the cast, which looks fire. Friggin' what's her face? Emma Stone.
Yeah.
They got Emma Watson.
Emma Watson.
They got
Emma
Mark
Watson?
Strong. Yeah, Emma Watson. Emma Watson? No, Emma.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, the older one.
The older
not
one.
Hermione.
Yeah.
They got Mark Strong in there. Like, there's fire people in this cast.
Got big players, man.
Craig Gillespie on the direction.
Mm.
But, like, it doesn't look that great.
No.
It's been Disney-fied.
Yeah. It looks like it should have been rated R and
Yeah.
like just called fucking Harley.
Staying with Batman.
Yeah.
So we got the Long Halloween trailer. This is
Yeah.
the animated movie. This looks good. I mean, it's a different style of animation. Looks sharper. I like it. I like the look of it.
So do I. I heard people call it Archer-esque. I don't mind.
I like the voice cast behind this. Jensen Ackles sounds good. Troy Baker sounds great.
What's his name? Dustmulchian.
Yeah, David Dastmalchian's in here as Calendar Man. Yeah,
Looks good.
I like it.
It's Batman.
Got possibly, for me, the best trailer we saw this week. Without Remorse, man. Just keeps getting better, this movie.
I think at this point, they don't need to give us any more trailers.
No,
that
I'm
first
done.
trailer was enough.
Yeah.
But this was action-packed, this
It's
trailer.
next level, this one.
I didn't expect it so close to the first trailer.
Same. I think that Amazon does that, though. That's what the streaming services do different. They're not giving you a trailer and then, like, you know, maybe a month out, they'll give you a new trailer. It's like bang, 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 bang,
Yeah.
so people know. And Amazon tends to play these trailers in between, like, you know, some of their shows as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
But this looks unreal, man.
This does look good.
Yeah.
That Jodie Turner-Smith's in this one, too.
Yes. Yeah. She's the wife.
No.
No?
The wife is someone else.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know her name. We got a trailer for Mainstream. So Andrew Garfield and so his two other friends, and they're trying to break into like YouTube stardom.
Yeah. They're trying
And
to go viral.
And then they do go viral, and then the pressure's on from the YouTube execs to make more content.
Yep.
And then Andrew Garfield just goes off the fucking rails.
Yeah.
like weird. Is like doing some choreographed dance and shit like that. I've never seen Garfield so
like-
mobile, and he was in fucking Spider-Man.
Yeah, got like a,
fucking Millie Rocky.
got a game show and everything that they'll set up. And it looks cool though.
But it looks like he's more famous than the rest of them.
Yeah,
So then he's now like, well, fuck you guys. And then you hear a line in the trailer, which I've heard in like a lot of trailers coming up, and it's like, was anything you told me true?
Yeah.
It's like,
I don't know. Bitch, I live on the internet.
but this looks all right. Just
Yeah.
like, and I think it's timely because it's a good look into like stardom nowadays and people going viral and how, like, what they do. Like, do they want to, like, and at the end of the trailer, you get to see him do like this really like personal sort of touching little look at himself in the mirror.
Yeah.
And then they say cut and he's just like normal after.
Yeah.
It's like he's not breaking down.
So,
or
all
anything.
right, let's go.
Yeah.
Next shot.
Yeah.
You know what's like? I watched that first episode of Supervillain, which is the 6ix9ine documentary.
Yeah.
It's exactly what this is.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit. Okay.
Wild.
Wow.
Wild shit, man.
Wow. All right.
This is this gave me Black Swan vibes. This is what it gave me.
Got a trailer for Those Who Wish Me Dead, which is the Taylor Sheridan directed
The excellent Taylor Sheridan.
and written.
Yeah.
And Jolie Starrer. Fucking fire. Bernthal. Got out of Bernthal in there.
Nicholas Holt.
Nick Holt's in there. Bad cunt, too.
Yeah, he is.
yeah.
Aidan Gillen.
Yeah.
Littlefinger from Game of Thrones.
And this looks good.
This does look good. So this is the first trailer.
Yeah.
Also an HBO Max day and date dropper.
Fire.
Literally fire. So this one is this kid kind of comes stumbling out the woods. Jolie's character was a firefighter, but he now is still part of the firefighting team, the fire brigade, but she does like the fire watch in those big fucking towers that they have in the woods there. She comes down trying to help him, but finds out that he's running away from someone. And then she's got to go on the run with this kid while these killers, Nicholas Holt and Aidan Gillen, are after her.
Yeah.
And the kid, because they killed his dad, sent the car off a cliff. But then the killers light a fucking fire.
Yeah.
So everyone else will be preoccupied with the fire, and then they can just go in and kill these people.
Fuck, it looks cool, though.
So it's them running from the killers and the fire.
Into the fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get Firestorm vibes from this?
Yes. I did. Also, that Firewatch game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got those sort of vibes, too. Yeah.
We burned the forest down.
Big Howie Longs. We got our
Pause.
our first look at Jupiter's Legacy,
Fucking fire, man.
the Josh Duhamel, Mark Miller adaptation.
Yeah.
So this one is like there's 5 or 6 of them.
6.
There's 6 of them, like 6 people go into this cave.
Yeah.
And they get imbued with these like superhero powers.
Yeah.
And then they emerge as like protectors of Earth.
Mm-hmm.
And then fast forward like 60 years or something like that, and it's their kids and the impact that they've had on the world, and like one of them wants to be an influencer, but then they've also got powers.
Yeah.
So their parents want them to be the ideal superhero, but they got other plans. So I almost feel like it's like Kingdom Come in a way.
Yeah. It looks good, though. You know, Stephen DeKnight was on the...
Yeah, from Locke.
From Locke? Yeah, he was on... He did the first half of this, but then had to leave. Yeah.
Shit. So it's going to be quality.
Yeah. Yeah.
Coming to Netflix soon as well.
Mark Miller, man. This is off the back of that Miller deal that he did with Netflix.
Yeah.
Which is fucking fire.
Did you see the banner pop up? Miller World?
Yeah.
It's Miller time.
Millie Rock.
Yeah, looks good. Got another trailer for Mosquito Coast, which looks good. Like based off the first one, this one sort of it spaces out that story a bit more.
Okay.
Gives you a little look at their home life before all the shit goes down.
Yeah.
So they just see someone following them in a car, and then they whip around, they go back home, and they're like, one bag, you got to be ready to leave in 10 minutes. And then they just take off. And it looks like the government's chasing them down, and they've got to make new alliances across, like, the coast, on their way to the coast.
The coast is still Costa Rica, yeah?
I think so.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, looks good. Justin Theroux looks great.
Always good, man. Another
Melissa-
contender for Snake.
Yeah, actually. I can see that.
Yeah.
Melissa George, Aussie royalty, looks great as well.
Sexy.
I'm excited for this, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm liking the look of this. For some reason, Apple Plus content, like their shows and stuff, looks a lot more cinematic than Netflix.
And looks and sounds better than any other streaming service.
That's weird, eh?
They got the technology. They can rebuild him.
We also got a trailer for Too Late. Too Late.
Too late. Yeah, this was like comedy.
Yeah, so it's got Fred Armisen, a few other comedians from SNL and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And it's basically this boss that is literally a fucking monster.
Cool.
So he runs like this this comedy show called Too Late. And she works with like him, like under him, and then she falls in love with someone, and then he starts doubting her commitment to the project. So that puts them at a place where he wants to kill them, basically.
Nice.
So she sees like both sides of like his monstrous identity.
Persona.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, it looks all right. For some reason, the trailer sounded really shitty.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it didn't sound clear at all. It sounded really like sort of rough and just blown out. Yeah.
I don't like when they do that shit. It's not a good representation.
It doesn't look mastered.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound mastered. It looks good, but it doesn't sound mastered. But yeah. And then the last trailer for the week, The Woman in the Window. The one that Disney said was kind of unwatchable, sold that shit, got rid of it. Netflix bought it, and they put it out. So Joe Wright on the direction on this one. Got Gary Oldman in there, Julianne Moore, Jennifer Jason Leigh, Amy Adams. Who else was in this one? Anyone else?
That's it. That's the top billing.
Fucking what's his face? Brian Tyree Henry, Paperboy's in this one too.
Yeah.
So basically, Amy Adams plays an agoraphobic, and she doesn't want to go outside. She makes friends with this woman across the way in the next building over, and then she sees the woman get killed by her husband, who's Gary Oldman. And then, yeah, she calls the cops. The cops bring like her husband and like the wife. It's like, you didn't see anyone get killed. And then she's like, I'm not going crazy. And then they got to figure out what's happening. It's kind of Rear Window.
That's what I'm thinking.
And it's real psychological, because then like the doctor's like, the pills that we gave you, they make you hallucinate, and she doesn't know what's real and what's not. There's one scene where you see like a fucking like crashed car in her bedroom with like snow falling down on it and shit like that.
Yeah.
It looks all right. Performances look good. Joe Wright is pretty solid. Directed The Darkest Hour.
Yeah.
A couple of Oscar noms there.
Yeah.
Very good.
Amy Adams could still get it.
Always.
That's the end of our trailers there. That's it. That's a wrap. We had lots of trailers this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of entertainment news as well. This
Yeah.
is the week for entertainment news. So kicking it off, so rest in peace DMX, who today passed away from heart failure. So I don't care how, he had a heart attack, landed up in hospital. He was there for a week. His family took him off life support, and he was brain dead, and he passed away from heart failure.
This is the worst news ever, man.
Yeah.
I woke up to this news.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
Like the dog doesn't die. Like it just like it still doesn't compute for me.
Yeah. One of the most iconic rappers, one of the most iconic voices in hip hop. He got into acting as well. He was in Romeo Must Die, Cradle to the Grave.
His movies continually hit
Yeah.
as well.
Belly.
Belly is unreal.
He was in Belly as well. He was a pastor, a reverend for his church. He did the fucking Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer remix off the fucking, like, you know, top of his head.
There's
with percussion.
There's video of him and his daughter driving, right? And his daughter's listening to Shake It Off by Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
And he's still doing the ad-libs in the back. Yeah, how fire it sounds. My God.
Shake it off.
What? It was. It's unreal.
That's crazy.
Like it's just like all our heroes are dying, man. All our rap heroes are dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I hate it.
Yeah.
Like this is the guy that like went to Leo and he said, you know, I still have songs. I've got, after my first album drop and I went platinum in like the first week or whatever it is, I still have songs. And Leo told him that if you can go platinum again in the same fucking year, I will give you $1 million. And what did he do? He did just that.
He went flat again.
He dropped Flesh of My Flesh and then dropped It's Hot. It's
Dark and Hell
It's
is
Dark
Hot.
and Hell is Hot in the exact same year, and both those albums went platinum. Fuck. At the time when people had to physically buy a fucking album, here's my $17.
Yeah.
He got $1 million off Leo and then whatever he made off that fucking second album.
So he should have.
That's the dog, man. Like that's like X is just unreal. X is fucking unmatched. X is the same person that decided to shoot his video in the tunnel.
Yeah.
And the tunnel back in the day was like, you know, it was a nightclub, but it was the most dangerous place on the planet. And X is in there doing his video and you can see it. And this is the first time that these people are seeing X. And it's just a sea of fucking people in the tunnel going crazy. It's the same person rocking 500,000 people at fucking Woodstock 99.
Yeah.
And that's literally a sea of people. It looks like there's 1 million people in that crowd.
And people know, everyone knows the words to Rough Riders Anthem.
Exactly. And you hear him just drop out the music and you just hear the just people screaming, man.
Yeah.
This is X. X dropped 5 albums that sold over 250,000 records each.
Yeah.
Amazing. That's X.
Prayers and condolences to his family, friends, and fans. You'll definitely be missed in the music world and the movie world, and that dance that he does on Versus.
Gotta look that. I'm so happy that we got a Versus from X before he passed.
Yeah, and that story from Chappelle.
The Bobby Caldwell, the karaoke.
Yeah.
Where
Talib told that story.
Who was it? It was Talib, X, and
Talib,
Chappelle.
X, and Chappelle. And Chappelle was he did a show and then they went out after the show to do what's his face. Chappelle likes to do karaoke and whatnot.
Yeah.
So they go to this bar, there's karaoke, and I don't know who was singing "Do for Love" by Bobby Caldwell. But X was there. No, X did it, and he sang it exactly like Bobby Caldwell, but he added all of his ad libs to it as well. It's amazing. He did a show. X did a show, and he just dropped to his knees at the end of the show and did this full on prayer. And X is crying on stage and everything, and this is in front of the hardest people in the planet.
Yeah.
Right. And all of them were crying in the crowd. It's amazing. X is like our Jesus, man. Is hip-hop Jesus.
Hip-hop priest.
It's amazing.
I love it. All right. I don't think this entertainment news is going to be the lightest news that we have this week.
No.
So Stallone will not appear in Creed 3.
Yeah.
After he said, I won't appear in Creed, after he said, like, goodbye in Creed 2,
Yeah.
we thought maybe he'd be back. Nah, he's sticking to his guns on this one. He won't be back. Instead, he's going to develop the Rocky prequel.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's going to hand the reins completely over to Coogler. He'll stay on as a producer and kind of consult in some ways. Be good to get
Collect
Rock.
his checks other ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be good to get Rock to kind of bless the production though.
Oh, you know he will.
Like he's going to show up for sure.
Michael B. Jordan's directing this movie. You know he's going to have Stallone on set. You know what I mean? Like he will be there.
Yeah.
Stallone has to be there.
Especially for direction.
Oh man.
I wouldn't be surprised if he gets him in the editing bay as well.
Yeah, what would you do if this, you know, those questions are going to come up, and Coog's more than likely going to be away shooting
Black
Panther, so Stallone's the only other person that could probably help him out.
Yep. Maybe that's the reason why they gave Michael B. Jordan Creed 3, is if, like, Stallone
could be a consultant?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, he's been exactly that since the first movie.
Yeah.
Like, you had Coog asking, like, you know, what would you do? What would you have done?
Yeah.
The man's directed, like, 5 of these movies. Like, 4.
He directed everything.
2, 3, 4, 6. 4.
6.
5 was done by Avildsen.
Yeah.
1 was done by Avildsen.
Yeah.
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 So Adam Wingard came out and explained the absence of the legend, Lance Reddick.
The hog.
Yeah. Jesus. Godzilla vs. Kong. So supposedly Lance Reddick was going to play a bigger role. Or he did play a bigger role.
Did.
And they had to chop it
For pacing reasons.
for pacing. And that's why he's still top billed, because he shot it. It's part of his contract. They had to put his name up there. Even though Lance Reddick is in the movie for 5 seconds.
One line.
Maybe 15 seconds. Lance Reddick is in there. And he's top billed, which is kind of shitty. But he also said that we will never, ever get to see that footage, which is kind of shit to me, because, like, you know, I want to see a director's cut of this movie. If you couldn't put it in there, put it in a fucking director's cut.
Yeah. But
Or
then
an extended edition.
he said, this is my director's cut.
Yeah, this is
my ultimate cut of the movie.
He just stole that line from fucking Ridley Scott anyway. Fucker. Shut up.
So even though, like, you know, I think the movie could have done with some more footage just to pace things out a bit.
Yeah.
And slow it down just a little bit. It still proved a massive hit for both HBO Max and theatrically. So we got, I think it was like 60 million just in the States.
Yeah.
Theatrically around the world, $200 million. And it actually outperformed both Wonder Woman 84 and Zack Snyder's Justice League on HBO Max, making it the biggest debut for a HBO Max like streamer. Yeah. So it's big news. It also, to me, this also proves that, like, you know, a day and date theatrical and streaming distribution pipeline would work.
Yeah.
100%.
Big time.
100%. But in June, things could change. You know what I mean? Because California
Cali.
is now looking at returning to 100% capacity in theaters come June.
Why?
So opening it real wide.
Yeah. Are we at 100% yet? Or are we still 50% in our cinemas?
Pretty sure we're 50.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because of the rate of inoculation, vaccination over in the States.
So, yeah, specifically California.
Yeah.
I think they're up to 80 million people
Yeah.
that have been inoculated, right?
Yeah.
We can't even get to, like, our system over here is so fucked that we can't even get it done.
And then the fucking AstraZeneca complications have risen up.
Fucking disgusting. I want to get vaccinated. I don't want to get a fucking clot in my fucking lung. Fuckers. It's a bad batch. Fuck out of here, man. You're supposed to test that shit.
I would rather them do a bit more testing and then roll it out when it's
What do you
like,
mean?
safe.
I'm testing on all these old people that are fucking getting it. I'm waiting.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fucked up, though. That's fucked up.
They're saying anyone under 50 just don't go for AstraZeneca. Wait until the end of the year for the Pfizer.
Yeah, but then they might enforce it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They might enforce it to, like, nah, you go now. And it's like, well, I want to wait till the end of the year. You go now. But yeah.
Yeah.
Some
This is like really good news for me.
I like this. I do like it. So Italy is abolishing film censorship,
Yeah.
which is really good news. So it
Yeah.
forces movies to now they get a rating.
Yeah.
They will get a rating. It's not like a free for all. Like, yeah, we're just going to let everything go out there. They will still get rated in Italy. It'll go to a couple of different boards before it actually gets put out, but the studio will kind of put forward their movie and say, hey, I think this is an R-rated movie.
Yeah.
And then the boards will then confirm that, and then it will go out, as opposed to the 120 Days of Sodom being banned completely in Italy, or like over 200 movies getting banned because they didn't meet the censorship.
And like it's really over in Italy. It's really easy to get your movie banned. Like all you need to do is say something about the church or something about the Pope, and your whole movie will get banned. It's not just we'll cut this out. No, your whole movie will be banned.
Yeah.
Probably import a lot in Italy.
Import a lot of piracy and stuff like that. Like it's funny because, like, you know, with France the way that it is, and like the just the wait for movies over there to come out physically and on streaming services and all that, it just breeds bloody piracy.
Yeah.
That's all it does.
Yeah. It really does.
Yeah. But yeah, this is good. Like I love the fact that a filmmaker is actually going in there and is like, look, I shot an R-rated movie. And then, okay, we'll take that into consideration and whatnot, and everything that goes with that R rating. You know what I mean? But we also got a look into the way that they actually rate their movies, Italy, which is wild, because you can make an R-rated movie that's only for 18 plus, but in Italy, you can bring your children with you if you want to see it.
That's wild.
Yeah. So, like an 18 plus movie, you can still bring your kids with you if you want to fucking see it, as long as there's a guardian. So, you know how over here we have M, which is like the PG-13, and then MA, which is like the R rating.
Yeah.
Right. So, for an MA rated movie, you can bring your kids with you if you want.
Yeah.
Like we saw just tons of kids when we went to go see Deadpool. And like the parents freaking out when the sex scene came on. But then we have an R-rated movie where only 18 plus can go in there, right? So that'd be the NC-17 in the US.
Yeah.
You are not allowed to bring children in there. In Italy, you can bring your kids with you. Fucking wild.
Grab a beer on the way in.
I know, man.
Kids want one too.
I'm going.
Yeah.
I just think of that whole scene with Vincent in the car.
I'm not talking about no fucking paper cup. I'm talking about a glass of beer.
And also, it's weird, but in Italy, it also goes through a board for like pet rights.
Yep.
So John Wick is definitely getting that R rating.
Oh, yeah.
So dirtbag Harvey Weinstein, who was once convicted for the sex crimes he committed, is appealing his.
Because the convictions were too harsh, supposedly.
Yeah. That he shouldn't be getting multiple years. He should be getting 1 year, and that the jury was not fair.
Where was he going to go? Are they going to ship out a jury from fucking somewhere else on the fucking planet? This story went global. There is no other jury that's going to find you innocent, dickface. You raped.
Yeah.
You should be like, you should take your fucking 10 years. If it was up to me, I put you under the fucking jail. That's what I'd fucking do. If it was up to me, you raped a woman, you need to die.
Yeah. At least get chemically castrated.
That's what they do in Poland, B.
I heard that doesn't fully work either.
No, it doesn't. Not the chemical, but if you physically castrate them, yeah, that'll work.
I don't know why he's appealing it, to be honest. Like, he had so many witnesses come forth and, like, basically tell him, like, you did this shit.
Yeah. That was why Brad Pitt nearly killed him as well.
What do you mean?
Brad Pitt and him had a mad fucking altercation because of what, he made Gwyneth Paltrow do, allegedly.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. Big fight set.
Fuck.
That's why Brad never did a movie
With Tarantino.
with Tarantino or Miramax, right?
Until Inglourious.
That's right.
Fuck. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. So that was the big fight back in the day.
So when you say a fight or a fist fight,
He supposedly grabbed Harvey by the throat. Allegedly. Yeah. That should happen.
I like it.
Mm.
I like the energy,
Yeah.
Mr. Pitt.
Pitt needs to keep that energy. I think he does keep that energy. It's a Texas boy. Like, what's going to happen.
Yeah. Kind of chilled out too.
He smokes a lot of weed.
Yeah, I think that's what chills about.
And I'm not alleging that. Because you said it yourself with the Tarantino. So. Numerous smoking devices. We know what that means.
Ray Fisher elaborated on his Justice League claims.
Yeah. It's nice to get a little clarity about this, actually.
Yeah. So we, at one point in that series, right, when all the shit was going down, Ray Fisher said he didn't participate in the investigation. He just kind of hung up and left.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, he's playing hardball, he's being a prick and stuff like that. But it was because Warner Brothers employed investigators that were sympathetic to Warner Brothers.
That's right.
To only the studio.
Mm-hmm.
They also let an executive in Warner Brothers handled it that had swept the Kevin Tsuchihara shit under the rug.
Yeah.
So no wonder this guy was cunty.
Mm-hmm.
So when he couldn't get, on the set, right, Ray Fisher went to Jeff Johns and he was like, Joss Whedon, he just doesn't get it. I've told him all this shit, and it's like the basic points of why this would offend the African-American community. Jeff Johns just turned around and just said, look, we don't want to make Joss Whedon angry.
Yeah.
And just basically dismissed him.
Yeah.
The whole reason why Ray Fisher and Cyborg storyline was cut out of Justice League was because of basically Batman vs Superman underperforming.
Yeah.
So it was a knee-jerk reaction, them just saying, we don't want to have an angry black man at the center of the story.
Yeah.
And they wanted a lighter tone, just like Avengers.
Which is why they went and got Joss.
Yeah. But even Whedon was a mad cunt to Gal Gadot and Momoa.
We didn't hear what he did to Momoa.
No, we didn't.
No.
He didn't say, but I'm pretty sure Momoa checked him.
Yeah. Momoa would have checked him.
Yeah. Because Momoa came out afterwards and he was like, why the fuck are you saying that we're going to do a Frosty movie when that shit isn't even confirmed?
And it's not even happening. I didn't even sign on to this shit. This is just misdirection
Yeah.
to take away from what Ray's saying.
Yeah. He's
Disgusting.
saying we were treated like shit on the movie and now you want to fucking announce shit. And everyone apparently was just treated like idiots.
Yep.
On the set, even up to Affleck.
Affleck went as far as to try and get people to walk off the set with him.
Fuck, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So Chris Terrio said that. Affleck went as far as to get all of the staff to try and walk off set because of what Joss was doing to Zach's movie. And he fucking hated it.
That was the other thing that shit me. So we also got an article of Chris Terrio voicing his opinion on all the shit that kind of went down. His experience writing both Batman vs Superman and Justice League. So,
And allegedly the Batman
yes, he wrote that shit.
with Ben.
So he said he wanted to take his name off Justice League.
Yeah.
Because he's seen Whedon's cut a couple of weeks before it was going to come out. But because prints were already being produced and hard drives were being burnt with all this shit, they couldn't do it. He said that Snyder actually assembled a 2-hour cut
Yeah.
for the studio. The studio seen it and then just went, "Nah, it's too dark." I wouldn't actually mind watching that 2-hour cut of the movie just to see what it's like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It wouldn't be as big and spaced out.
But you would still have Dark Side. You would still have all that stuff in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could have been like the greatest hits. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He said as soon as like BVS came out, a lot of his friends in Hollywood actually turned their backs on him.
Yeah.
And like people would see like Batman vs Superman in that first 10 minutes when Lois is like, "I'm not a lady, I'm a journalist."
Yeah.
People were like, "Fuck, he doesn't understand, he doesn't know how to write Lois Lane," shit like that. But he said that was a line that an actual journalist who died in the field,
Yeah.
interviewing a Chechnyan dictator, said to her.
Yeah.
And she was like, "There's no woman in this room. I'm a journalist."
Why wouldn't you have that line?
It's the perfect throwback.
Yeah. I did not know that it was a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not a woman. I'm a journalist. Which is right.
And it's the strength of Lois that she would put herself in danger to actually do that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But he said after that line, people would be like, yeah, and just pile on. And they just like try find fault with everything that he did. He said working with Snyder was great.
Yeah. He said like, you know, he didn't expect to be on the same page as Snyder.
Yeah.
But they were like two peas in a pod.
Yeah. Like he said he was like the negative and Snyder was like the positive. And Snyder would just be like, "Yeah, you like that idea?" And then like get up and fucking draw shit and fucking like storyboard it and stuff like that. He said he'd get so excited. And when they were doing the reshoots for Justice League, like the Whedon version, Terrio actually reached out to Joss Whedon. Whedon just fucking like sidelined him, fucking ignored him.
What he said to Fisher was unreal. You know what I mean? What Whedon said to Fisher was unreal. It's like I don't even take notes from Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
Who the fuck are you? You directed one movie that was 100% studio controlled.
2 movies.
The second one was probably his fucking movie, and it was shit. It was a piece of dog shit. That is the worst fucking movie. I have DC movies that stand up better than that fucking piece of shit.
The Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
To be honest,
Fuck
I'm
that
kind of
movie.
liking Age of Ultron more as it gets older.
I hate that movie. Fuck him. It's a shit movie, man. It was a shit movie in the cinema too.
Terrio said, like, the thing that he's most proud of when he looks back at Justice League is that it's his own screenplay. He doesn't share it with anyone else, doesn't share that credit with anyone else. That's him. And now people get to see what, like, the vision was.
Yeah. Like, it's crazy when they were like, okay, with Batman vs. Superman, what we're going to do is we're going to cut out everything that makes Batman want to fight Superman. Yeah. And then we're going to try and make it make sense. And that was the biggest problem, that people were like, why the fuck is he still fighting him then?
Yeah.
Like, it makes no sense. There's no context there about why he wants to fight Superman.
I didn't get it, man.
Shit. Fucking studios, man.
I couldn't believe the story that he told about them marching the cast and the crew into Wall Street. And then, like, basically to say, like, we're all united on this front. We know that BVS didn't do that well, but we're all here together to, like, put together a product that would bank for you guys.
It's fucking stupid. And that's because of the AT&T deal as well.
They paraded them out there like basically like a pageantry.
Yeah.
And they had to, like, qualm any, like, negative annotations people might have.
That's
after
crazy,
BVS.
man. But BVS made money though.
It did.
800 million. It made money.
Yeah. But they wanted a bigger profit.
Why? They're not Marvel.
But that's all they know. Like, executives only know money. It's so wild, man. It's crazy that he sort of elaborates on that sort of shit that kind of goes down afterwards. And it's weird because like Zack Snyder throughout the whole thing was like siding with Terrio. He would defend him. He'd fucking like, you know, go to bat for him every time.
Zack knows. Zack's an artist.
Yeah.
Chris Terrio is an artist. I mean, can you imagine? Like, you know, one of the biggest movie stars on the planet comes to you and says, hey, can you fix this script for me? Like, I want to do the movie, but can you fix it for me? Can you fix it so it makes sense?
Yeah.
Like, fucking hell, man.
He said if Warner's did that to Argo, he'd fuck the whole movie up.
What did he say? If they would have cut 30 minutes out of the movie about why they needed to go to fucking go to Yemen,
Yeah.
like it'd just be like the worst movie in the world. I'm pretty sure they probably tried to cut all that stuff with Goodman and what's his face. Yeah,
Fucking idiots. Warner's needs to like, you know, all of Warner Brothers needs an enema. They need to flush out all the shit that like makes it a toxic environment and not a good place for filmmakers to be. Because at one point, like Warner Brothers was the place to make your movies. Like you think about Clint Eastwood's career, there's a reason why he's got his entire filmography over at Warner's.
they leave him the fuck alone,
Exactly.
or at least they used to leave him the fuck alone.
But believing in the artistic, like, you know, side of filmmaking and not just the dollars is kind of where you get the best product.
Can you imagine being that Warner executive and Clint Eastwood's like, I want to make this movie. I want to direct it though. And it's about me and I'm this writer. And I write the story and then this lady gets like, you know, just infatuated with me. But then I sleep with this lady. And then I fucking and then she just starts doing all this crazy shit. I want to make that movie.
Yeah.
Really? We're not going to make that fucking movie.
Yeah. And we don't trust you to make it.
We don't. Maybe if you write the movie, maybe we'll give you an executive producer credit. Fucking wild, man.
But now Eastwood's in all the bags. He's even got the composer bag.
Yeah, but can you imagine also again, I want to make, I'm known for Westerns. Yeah. I want to make a Western movie. Yeah. We haven't seen a Western in 30 years. Yeah, but I want to make this movie. This would be a cool movie.
And it's not the gunslinger Western.
Yeah.
It's about the gunslinger that hung up his guns.
Yeah. And has to get called back.
It's one last ride for him.
Yeah. Nah, I don't want to do that.
That sounds boring.
Yeah, that sounds boring. Even though I'm going to go win you a few fucking Oscars. Jesus.
Fucking crazy. Warners.
Just keep fucking up.
And that's all the news for this week.
Yeah.
All right. So we finally were up to date with Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
How we doing? What do you guys think?
That was fire, man.
Yeah.
Supposedly next week, 61-minute episode.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm in for that. I'm in for that, champion.
Fucking hell.
Because this episode went too quick.
Yeah.
This was a 3-minute episode, this episode.
Badly.
I was looked and I was like, blink. It was like the end of the thing. That's not the end. I fucking fast forwarded everything.
Did you guys see what they did on YouTube? That what Marvel did? They released a full hour cut of Zemo dancing.
That's wild.
But it was trending.
Yeah.
Release the Zemo cut was trending. It was wild.
But this shit was fucking mad. Fuck was cool.
I really liked it, man. So, like, they built up. I like the approach that they had. So they want to go in and get Carly Morgenthau, but they want to they can either do it Captain America's way, which is like basically strong armor and fucking like put the pressure on her and just beat her down, or they can do it Falcon's way, which is I want to talk her down.
Which is the Captain America way.
Yeah, that's what they didn't understand, what they didn't count on. Because Sam's got that in the background. I like that throwback. So So then we kind of see them do both approaches.
Yep.
Where Sam goes in there and it looks like it's working, but then Captain America comes in, fucks
it all up. Fuck, I hate this Captain America.
and then they have that battle.
Yeah.
And then fucking Battlestar gets straight fucking killed.
I know.
That was wild. I thought maybe they'd do it, but one punch him down?
Yeah.
That'll hit that pillar and was just shook dead.
I know.
Yeah. I was low-key half expecting that Cap was going to take that super serum and put it into him instead.
Yeah, but at that point he had already taken it.
Taken it. Like
Yeah.
a cunt. Didn't even share.
I know.
Fucker. Fuck this Captain America.
I did also like that. So this episode was like around that super serum. I
Yeah.
like that they kind of like they explored like, would you take the serum?
Yeah.
And he was like, nah.
Straight away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the person that needs to take the serum.
That's right.
Because Cap didn't want to take the serum,
Nope.
but he took the serum.
Cap had to take the serum.
Yeah.
He had to. It wasn't a question of want or need. It was, I have to take it.
Yeah.
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 I was really expecting him to like peel his face off, to be honest,
Yeah.
and become the Red Skull.
yeah.
Yeah.
That would have been crazy to kind of see the Captain America helmet on like a Red Skull.
We've seen it before though. Like in the comics, you see the helmet on the Red Skull.
Oh yeah.
Cap's helmet. Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. I reckon we'll see that shit.
So he's like now fully off the hinges, Captain America, because he goes out there and straight kills that guy.
He's off the reservation, this cunt. We need to put him away.
Yeah, I think now they know their mission is to put him down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zemo like shot Carly Morgenthau as well. And that's how the serum all dropped. I thought Sam was going to find one as well.
Yeah, I was hoping.
But I'm
But then he wouldn't take it.
almost wonder if the power broker is going to like give him the serum to fight Captain America.
Yeah. Or it's just that fight is just going to be Bucky versus Cap. And Bucky's just going to go off. Dora Milaje
Dora Milaje showed up.
and
So-
just fuck shit up.
So we
I
got
love it.
Donya from Black Panther. So she does that fucking five-fingered death touch to Bucky, and his
Yeah.
arm falls off. He looks funny when he's got no arm.
He's just like, man.
That was cool. I did like after they use like electricity on Bucky's arm, he does that Winter Soldier thing where he shakes it like, and it's like good again.
Yeah.
I like the flashback in like
Wakanda, yeah.
where they go through the words that trigger Bucky.
Yeah.
And then he just like, he fights it.
Yeah.
Like that was a big moment. Like, cause you know how Zemo says it to him and then
Yeah.
he's fine. And then like,
That
now
doesn't work on me anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can see him getting over it. I hope we get to see a fight with Captain America, Bucky, and Falcon, but like it was in Civil War.
Civil War? Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure the power broker is going to be revealed, and then that's how he'll get his serum. 'Cause Sam is going to get serumed up, I think.
Yeah. He's going to be near death and Bucky's going to fucking shoot him up.
I hope so, man. Dado needs to be. He's good enough to be Captain America.
Yeah.
I hope he doesn't have like a Blade kind of moment where he drinks the blood and he's it just goes in there and fucking destroys everyone.
Maybe not Blade. It better not be like what's his face, like Max Payne, when he's
That's
just
fucked.
screaming on the building. Fuck! I just die every time I see it. I'm like, what is wrong with you?
How Wahlberg going to say that's his best performance?
And at that point, he had Boogie Nights in his bag.
Yeah.
You got Boogie Nights in the Tuck. That is the best performance from Wahlberg.
Yeah.
I know karate, old man. I'll fuck you up.
And for me, it's or whenever I think of Boogie Nights, it's just like, you know, I have this dream, and I see this light. I see my name in lights, but the name is just so powerful that all of the lights just burst out. And what's that name, son? It's Dirk Diggler.
I really enjoyed this episode, man.
Oh man,
Yeah.
it's next level. I love the Carly chick. Like, you know, she's fighting for something that basically everybody wants, man.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, it makes sense.
What
What
it
she
makes
wants
a
makes
lot
sense.
of sense. Yeah.
Yeah. I really like, well, I watched episodes 3 and 4 together, but I like how Dr. Nagel breaks down that he optimized the serum and that's why they haven't fucking hulked out like Steve did.
Yeah.
Well, you could take the serum, but you just wouldn't get strong. You need the rays. That's why he used the rays to make himself bigger, right?
Yeah.
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 So, if they give him the rays, maybe they get jacked.
That'd be funny to just see everyone like
know.
massive.
Just tank.
Even that Carly chick.
Well, the girl in Winter Soldier wasn't like, you know, she was just ripped.
Yeah.
Yeah, not Winter Soldier, in Civil War. She was just ripped. She just wasn't. Yeah, it's funny that they're still dealing with this sort of stuff, though. Like Iron Man 3 and all that sort of stuff still dealt with this sort of, like, you know, stuff, making super soldiers and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's cool.
But this is fucking crazy shit.
It's next level of the show.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it so much more than WandaVision, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it got straight into it.
Yeah,
Like, this is more our bag.
They didn't fuck around.
And they've only got 2 episodes left. That kills me. That hits me hard.
2.
Yeah.
6-episode season.
Yeah.
Ugh. They would surprise us with like a
Yeah.
fucking 2-hour last episode. That'd be fire.
That
son.
would be crazy. Well, in the 4 that's come out, there's been 41, hour 20, 2 hours 40. Next one's going to be,
61 minutes.
yeah. So that's what, 5 hours? So then the last one will be an hour.
Darn it.
Yeah. Still, it's good though. It's good. What you watch there, Bado?
I watched Raya and the Last Dragon. I bought that shit on Disney Plus,
How was it?
and it was fire.
Was it?
You know how I was like, you don't get fucking Dolby Vision, you don't get Dolby Atmos, none of that shit, because it doesn't say it, right?
Yeah.
When you go buy it, Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos, everything was there. Fucking fire, and this looks unbelievable. This
Really?
movie.
How was
So nice.
the story and everything?
It was good. The story was good. Yeah.
Because like there were complaints that like it doesn't really showcase like a specific Asian sort of background.
No, it wouldn't.
So it's more like Moana in that sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it is set in Asia. Obviously, the characters are Asian, but you have Korean there. You have all the different Asians, and you can see it.
Okay.
Right? You can see it represented in the way that they've chosen to draw the characters and whatnot.
Okay.
Yeah, it's cool. I liked it, man. Liked it a lot. It was cool. The fighting was fucking sick.
Could they make a sequel?
I don't think so. I think this is a one and done.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I watched the Tomb Raider, the newest Tomb Raider as well. It was pretty good. First time on 4K Blu-ray. Fucking unreal. There's reference that disc. Just crazy. I watched Digstown or
Midnight Sting.
Midnight Sting, as we know it. Always good. I watched Malone.
How was this?
Fucking Malone, man. Malone needs a sequel, son.
Really?
Yeah. The way that they end it,
Yeah.
Malone needs a sequel. Like, big time. Because Malone, like, what's his name? Burt Reynolds' character is like this ex-CIA guy, right? And what his job was, he was like just a killer. Basically assassin, right? So he's just a bad motherfucker all round. Malone leaves the CIA because he can't kill anymore. He's just like, he's had enough of killing.
Okay. Yeah, great
Right?
conscience.
Yeah. Ends up like, you know, he's like, all he wants to do is just drive his car and just head around the US. Car breaks down. He has to push his car. It looks like he pushes his car for like 3 hours, but still.
Jeez.
Heads to this little town and he finds out like this little town, they've got like this little fucking coup going on and this guy's buying up all the land and he wants to make like this military thing happen in the town and he's just taking over everything, the police, everything. It's almost like Reacher. And then, like, you know, Malone comes into the town and sees all this shit happening and then, like, you know, interferes in business a little bit. And then, like, you know, shit just goes down
I'm interfering here.
badly. It's just really, really good. It was just a really good movie.
Sick.
I'd like them to not do a remake, but just direct sequel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
Who could play Reynolds' character?
It's always going to be what's his face, Statham. It'll always be Statham because Statham was the mechanic, and Statham like that. That just makes sense to me. Yeah.
Statham with a little curly perm there.
Nah. Bald.
With a British accent.
Yeah.
Interpol.
Because it's Interpol. Yeah, and then I the last night I watched Concrete Cowboy.
How was this?
It's not bad. It's not bad. It's weird. Like you find out that some of the characters in the movie are actually real people.
Okay.
They actually live that. They actually live that life. I mean, they're in Philly, man. They're in Philly and they keep horses. It's wild. There's a concrete jungle where they keep horses.
Shit.
It's so different.
Performance is good?
Yeah, it's unreal. That Caleb kid,
Yeah.
that is a star, man.
Kills it?
Kills him. That is a star.
Star-making turn.
Yeah, like it's just it's weird to see him in Stranger Things and then to see him in this
More dramatic fare?
more dramatic fare. It's next level.
How's Idris's chemistry with that Caleb kid?
It's really good.
And Method Man kills it?
Meth kills it, man. Meth kills it in Power. That's what else I watched. I finished off Power Book 2. Yeah. Meth kills it in Power. Meth kills it in this. Like Meth is really going after that actor bag now.
I like it.
Yeah.
Did you watch The Bado?
So I've finished off The Predator, finished off Dread as well, and then I watched The Equalizer 2.
First watch?
No, second. First time I watched it with the big dog.
Right.
And then I watched It as well as It Chapter 2.
Very good.
Felt like getting in my bag. Fucking watched them both at like fucking 3 in the morning. Worst idea.
Jeez. Nailed them both.
I knew where the scares were coming, but I still got those tingles in my legs. Pause. First time watching Birds of Prey.
What do you reckon?
Action was a little bit slow for me.
I thought it was very, tonally off,
Yeah.
Yeah.
personally. Yeah.
I just like what's his face in there. Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Greg kills that shit.
Yeah, he was really good. I fucking pissed myself laughing, though, when Zaz calls him and tells him about fucking Kravitz, and he starts crying.
Did you get hungry when they made the roll, the sandwich?
Yeah.
Fuck, that looks good.
Yeah, man. Fucking hell.
Hungry now.
I know.
Same.
I watched X-Men First Class, and then off that, I was like, fucking, I'm going to watch Days of Future Past. Fucking love Days of Future Past. Just that get up when fucking, what's his name? I had his head in Quintus Dias from Centurion. Fassbender.
Yeah.
Fucking, when he goes to go get his helmet,
Yeah.
and he's got that fit on, fire, son.
Just that black suit and the skivvy and the hat with the glasses, is just next level.
Look like Carreras, man.
Those are like, what's his face? Versace glasses or something.
Fucking
They're
so
unreal.
good.
I researched them back in the day. I did.
And then first time watching Grosse Point Blank. This,
How mad's that Benny the Jet fight?
I don't know, that was sick. Fucking really enjoyed this. It was funny watching War Inc. and then this.
Oh, yeah.
But
Watched them
Cusack,
backwards.
yeah. But fucking Cusack can fucking move, man.
Yeah, yeah. He's one of Benny's students.
Ah.
Yeah. So he actually did kickboxing with Benny. Yeah, that's why that fight looks so good, is because they've got chemistry. They've fought each other before. Yeah.
What's his face? Dan Aykroyd in there?
Yeah, man.
The two.
Grosser.
I blow your fucking heads off.
Fucking killed myself, man, when he comes through with the TV. Popcorn! But, and then I watched Uncle Frank. And this was like huge drama. Really enjoyed it. Really fucking sad as well.
So it was a drama.
Yeah.
Because they played it off like it was a comedy in the
Yeah.
fucking trailer.
Uncle Frank.
Yeah.
Hey. But yeah, this was like fucking, it hits hard as well.
Tour de force performances from Paul Bettany.
Fuck no. But Bettany does fucking kill this shit.
Kills it.
Yeah.
I like it.
This was really, really fucking good. This is my movie of the week, man.
Really? Uncle Frank.
It's quick, this movie, man.
I want what you got, Uncle Frank.
I want to be like you, Uncle Archie.
A real rock and roller.
I feel like watching that shit, man. Fucking. And then I watched The Map of Tiny Perfect Things. This was good.
Wow.
Yeah. Weird to say.
What this is?
So this is the one where it's like Groundhog Day. But
With
then
the two teenagers or whatever it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So he finds out there's another girl stuck in the temporal anomaly with him, and then they sort of meet up, realize that what they can do is they can make a map with different times designating when like things are going to happen. For example, they walk past a tennis court and some guy serves, and the guy like tries to bunt it, and it bounces off this pole and smacks this dude in the back of the head. But it's just tiny perfect things. Because they're living the same day, they might as well just have a schedule for it. But this was really good. There was this, they actually do this mad bit where it was a one shot of him going through sort of like dodging shit and helping people, stopping dudes from walking into bird shit and all that stuff. That was actually kind of cool. But what do you call it?
Did they give away everything in the trailer?
Majority of it, yeah.
And, like comparing it to Palm Springs, which one?
I'm a sucker for Sandberg, man, so it's Palm Springs. But this is not bad.
Okay.
I like this. I like it. Very cool, very swag.
So I watched Another Round.
How was that?
This is really good.
Yeah.
So it made me want to go back and then just like do a whole like Mickelson like filmography and run through all those. But you know that he started off as a dancer, ballet dancer too. And he actually went to school, and he was a professional dancer for like 10 years before he went to acting school. That's wild. And then like in 96, he was like, you know what? I'm going to go to the art house. And then he did Pusher and got his role there. So Another Round is really, really good. Mickelson kills this shit.
Yeah.
The story's like, it's nice. It's very light, and the way that they kind of go through it is cool. But there's always a 1-0 that just pushes it. But yeah, Mickelson holds up, man. I watched The Hunt as well. This is the one where like they accuse him of being a pedophile.
Yeah.
This one girl does, and then slowly all the kids kind of start accusing him. And then just his experience going through that. This was good, man. Same director as Another Round as well, Thomas Vinterberg. Mads does well. He won the best actor at Cannes for this.
Wow.
Huge.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's really good. It's worth watching now.
Would you watch it again?
Yeah, probably would.
Okay.
But in a couple of years, though.
Yeah.
I watched The Upside. This is the American remake of The Intouchables.
Ah, yes.
With Kevin Hart and Bryan
Cranston, man.
Bryan Cranston,
Mm-hmm.
which is all right.
It's not bad.
I thought like Kevin Hart does like is more in his serious bag at the start of the movie.
Yeah.
And like I was like, I like that character.
Yeah.
This Kevin Hart, like he can stay. But then he just goes full on Kevin Hart for the rest of the movie, and I was sort of like, yeah. Whereas Omar Sy in The Intouchables keeps it the whole way through.
Does he?
Yeah.
I want to watch that version.
That version is mad. I really enjoyed that version.
Do they smoke weed like they do in the what's his face?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, they do it all.
I love that, man. Can I get 7 hot dogs? Cranston, man. Cranston
Kills
the
it.
next level.
He outshined Kevin Hart in this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but Kevin Hart was all right. Like where he needed to be, he was all right. I watched Polar as well, which is the one where Mads Mikkelsen plays an assassin who's retiring. I was enjoying the shit out of it, and then he kills the dog.
Yeah.
And then it just went off the rails. I was like, fucking, what is happening? But the action was mad in here. Mads can move, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You even see that in Another Round. Does like a little dance there.
Does he?
Got some fucking like jump up in the air and then like rotate down his legs and shit, and then pop back up.
I just see the fucking Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah, it's not as fluid and liquid as that. I watched Pusher 1 and 2. So Mads is only in Pusher 1 for a little bit.
Yeah.
Like maybe half the movie. But in Pusher 2, he's the main character. Yeah, Pusher 1, it's someone else. But all of them revolve around, like, they have to do something in, like, a couple of days. So Pusher 1 is this guy, Frank, and he's lost, like, $180,000 worth of product.
Jesus.
And he owed $50,000 to the same guy already. So then in 3 days, he's got to come up with $230,000 and the shit that he fucking has to, like, push through to kind of, like, try make it. Fuck, it's crazy. Pusher 2 is more like Mads dealing with the fact like that he's come out of prison. He has a child who he doesn't even know like that's his kid.
Yeah.
But this chick says that he is. And then sort of dealing with like his family life because you get introduced to his father and stuff like that. And it ends at a place where, yeah, watch the movie because it ends at a different place that you didn't think it would. Like with the events of the movie. And then I watched Nobody, which was like, it feels like you could watch John Wick 1 to 3 and then chuck Nobody on and it fits perfectly. Really? Like it almost seems like they share the same universe.
They probably do.
But Odenkirk fucking nails this role.
Does he?
He kills it.
Really?
And there was no part in this movie where I was like, that's not Bob Odenkirk.
You know, he trained for 2 years.
Yeah.
2 years.
Since
to do this.
2017.
Yeah.
So he got so fucking lean.
Yeah.
But he moves really well. And it doesn't feel like he's like lightly punching people. It feels like he's fucking like clocking them.
He's slugging cunts.
Stunt guys were like, just go for it, Bob.
Kick your fucking head in, mate. Yeah. Then like, I hope they keep doing sequels to this. But I thought, so my initial thoughts going into the movie was that he was like the enforcer for a cartel. But he's not. He's like the fucking guy that the government calls in when they don't want to arrest anyone.
Oh,
They
shit.
just want people dead.
Jesus.
Yeah.
All right.
So like the good thing about this, I don't know if this is just like a Derek Kolstad thing that he does, because he does it throughout all the John Wick movies, right? Creates like that mystery about a character.
Yeah.
And you're like, fuck, what happened? Show me what happened. But they only just like hint at things. Like, oh, don't fuck with that guy. Like, there's a scene where he goes into this tattoo parlor trying to find like this tattoo design. And this guy sees like his tattoos on his wrist. And he just like basically runs the fuck out of there, locks the door, like locks all these doors, looks once, closes the shutter and fucking runs. But they don't explain anything about it.
Jeez.
So, like, they actually leave the mystery in there, which I really liked. Getting that shit for show on 4K. And that's it.
That's it.
That is a fucking wrap on a big old news week.
Yeah, man. That was huge.
Big news week. But we ran through that shit quick, though. Ho runners. All of us.
My uncle used to try the hoe run.
All right. You can follow us on all social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. We're there. Check our podcast out on Spreaker. It helps us, do our thing, a bit more thingy. And we'd really like to speak to you on YouTube as well, where you can find us, Logosmith Media. We're there. All of our videos are there. And also comments from my son as well.
Very
which
good.
I delete. All right. But he can't be the only one commenting on there. Come on, give us something. Yeah, love yourselves, love movies, and take care.
Vape more, smoke less, and wash your ass.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me like a kid.
Onto your butt.